What is everyone? How's everyone doing? Welcome to today's stream. We got a fun one for you guys today. We got some LP4 action in CWL Gladiator against MetaMinds here. We got the final 2 hours and 30 minutes left for this war. It's going to be a good closure. We got a lot of Townhall 13 attacks left to go from both sides. A couple more Townhall 12 attacks to go as well. Let me make sure that I've got everything all set up and ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and post out a tweet real quick. Let's see if I can get LP4 and MetaMinds. Okay, there we are. And bada bing, bada boom. There we go. All right, we are good to go, ready to get this one underway for you guys. We got some CWL Gladiator, LP4 Hades versus MetaMinds. It's going to be an awesome war. We got the final 2 hours and 30 minutes for you. We're going to take a look at the war's standings at the moment, and then we'll go into hopefully some replays and maybe even some live attacks from both sides here. Again, we've got about roughly 20 attacks from each side left, a little under 20 attacks left from both sides. We are live over on Trovo, we are live on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Fire Gang popping over onto Trovo. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. We got Good Evil in the YouTube chat. How's it going, man? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. We got some fun. We got a fun day in store for you guys. We got some CWL Gladiator right now. We'll be streaming the final 2 hours of this war, and then straight after this, we'll be doing the NDL Pro announcements with Corrupt, another fantastic Clash of Clans content creator. He's doing a lot of stuff on YouTube at the moment, so I highly recommend you check him out. Let's get straight into it here. Let's see what the standings are at the moment. So LP4 clearing every single one of the Townhall 11s, and it's starting to look like MetaMinds are not going to be able to clear the 11s. So LP4 already has 1-star advantage at the Townhall 11 game. Now let's take a look at the 12s. So with 12 12s in the war, that means you've got 24 total attacks. LP4 has 1 base left to clear with 3 Townhall 12 attacks. Now, MetaMinds also have, MetaMinds have 1 more base to clear. They've got 4 bases to get out of the way with 5 attacks left. So they're going to have to be near perfect at the 12v12 game if they want to beat LP4 here. And then when it comes to the Townhall 13s, it's a little early in the game at the moment, but both clans looking at 2 triples on either side. Let's go ahead and pop up a triple here. We'll start with an LP4 triple because I think they tripled recently. Here we go. We had Elliot going in for a 12v12 triple, so we'll go ahead and pop this one up. This is a nice queen charge into the hybrid. What's up, TGG? How you doing, man? Good to see you. We had a follow. We had Yoda dropping a sub over on YouTube. Thank you so much for that sub. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, I'm gonna actually go ahead and change a few things real quick. I know the music sounds like it's dead, but it's not. Don't worry. There we go. Now you guys should be able to hear it, and it's at an acceptable level for me. So, but yeah, we had a nice, really nice queen charge into the hybrid here. Set a very nice funnel with that Yeti blimp and moving in. Now, at the moment, I'm not super convinced that a Yeti bomb is enough value at Townhall 13, but at Townhall 12, the value that it can pick up for these queen charges is pretty up there. We got this queen stepping up, taking down this entire right side of the base, moving in towards the Town Hall, and setting a very nice funnel for the hybrid that will eventually come in from, I'm guessing, over here by this 9 o'clock side. Vicious OP co-leader, thank you so much, man. For those of you who don't know, I've been in King Jeffrey now for about a little over 6 months. I think I've been in there since October. It was either October, no, it was a bit earlier than December. But we were in there for quite some time now, and I just recently got promoted to the leadership position in King Jeffrey. So a huge shout out to the guys over there. I look forward to what the future has in store. And Fire Gang coming in with the host of 5 viewers. How you doing, Fire? Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone from Fire's stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's going to be a good day. Looking forward to today. You're almost at Town Hall 7. You're kind of scared because the mortars take 2 days and 12 hours. Oh, just wait till you start getting up to Town Hall 7. That's when things are going to be an absolute fun time. So, wow, Elliot actually keeps this queen going. Really nice stuff here. And this queen stays alive the whole entire raid and gets through this base. That's awesome. What's up, Tekka? How's it going, man? Never would I have thought that a message that he sends would be enough to replicate the hype that he has in his streams. My man yesterday ate, what was it? Did you eat a second egg? I can't remember. You might have ate a second egg. I'm not sure, but my dude most definitely got enough money to cover like what, half a textbook, right? For in college standards, is that what like $400 equates to? Was it 2 eggs? That's amazing. Gotta love it, man. We're covering some LP4 today. It's gonna be a good one. Again, we've got about 15 attacks left from LP4. We got about 20 left from MetaMinds, and the big picture here is that look at how many Townhall 13 attacks are left. If you look under the attacks page right there, you can kind of see that we've got a bunch of Townhall 13 attacks from both sides. We got 11 from LP4, and we have 12 from MetaMinds at the moment. We had a couple of follows come in. Easton, thank you so much for the follow, and Dark Prodigy, thank you for the follow as well. Who here is watching and not subbed? Probably a few people, honestly. 2 days and 12 hours over until you get into the higher town halls where things take 7 days or more. Yeah, honestly, man, it's a bit ridiculous. Some of the upgrades, they get pretty long, especially over at Town Hall 13. You've got those 9 to 10 day upgrades. Gotta love it. But in all honesty, it's the natural progression of the game, and that's personally what I like about the game the most. What's up, 3-1? How you doing, man? I'm just gonna call you 3-1. Hope that's fine. Hold on, let me see. There we go. But yeah, again, we got a good one in store for you guys. As you can see, LP4 beating MetaMinds at the 11v11 game. They've got 1 triple above them, and MetaMinds cannot clear all of the 11s here. They're going to have to go in and secure that. I can't even speak. They're going to have to go in and at least try and secure the last triple that they can get at Town Hall 11, but they're not going to be able to catch up and clear all of the 11s, so LP4 will have a star advantage. Teko gifting a sub. What a legend. You absolute mad lad. Let's see. Me not Chinko, thank you for the follow over on Twitch as well. Much appreciated. And again, we're going to be watching a lot of Town Hall 13 raids today, so feel free. If you guys are at Town Hall 13 in chat, get ready to get your notepads out because LP4 have some OP Town Hall 13s. Let's take a look at the roster over here. We got Jason. We got Godlin from Proc. We got Kiki. We got Tosa from Croatian Army. We got DT. We got Ked. We got Raiden. We got Elliot from Tribe Gaming. We got Messi. We got Benzil. We got Cold Lunch. I believe that's a Town Hall 12, right? Is this Town Hall 12? Yeah, it's Town Hall 12. You're trying to gift and it says you're not eligible. Sick. Don't know why that's the case, but again, Teko, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You know you don't have to do that, but it is still greatly appreciated. In a couple of years at Town Hall 20, the mortar is going to take 2 years to upgrade if it continues at this pace. Well, funny enough, actually, as the updates have come out and as new content gets released, all of the upgrades get a reduction in time. So right now, back when Town Hall 10 was the maxed out Town Hall, it probably would take you the same amount of time to get to max Town Hall 10 as it would to get to max Town Hall 13 today. So it kind of balances out and it remains the same amount of time to get to the end game, maybe a little bit more, but it's relatively the same. It doesn't really change a whole lot. What's up, Clash Boy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Dang, did we breach 1.1k follower? We did. You absolute legends over on Twitch. Breaking the 1.1k mark over there. Thank you guys so much for all the love over there. We had another follow from... No, we got a gifted sub from Teko again. He's gifted too many subs. Someone stop this man. Thank you so much, Teko. I appreciate it. As much as I would love to eat an egg on stream, I think it's more of like a... I don't know how to put it bluntly, but also nice. Like, I'm not as crazy as you, dude. You got some high level energy, which, by the way, I mean, if you guys have not already been to Teko streams, look, don't go there if you're trying to have a chill time, because let me tell you what, you're gonna get as hype as you could possibly get. You don't have to eat an egg, just keep grinding. All right, man, that's the plan. Stormy Night over on Trovo as well. Hello, Stormy Night. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm at 1062. Okay, all right. It's displaying 1.1k, so that makes sense. Teko gifting another sub. What a legend. At this rate, we're going to unlock another emote, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't even know how many subs we have at this point, and I don't even know how many we need to unlock another emote, but in the event that we do get another emote slot, I have one prepared. There we go. Teko going to get himself the gifted sub, or the gifted sub slot on the overlay there. There you go. Again, guys, go show Teko some love next time he streams. Again, like I said, you know, I proceed with caution, okay? Because, my man, if you're going to join and you're not going to be prepared to get hype, like, I'm sorry, I would get a live. Is this a dip? No, it's a 13v13, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's see what's going on here. Not even pay attention to the war. This is going to be a defense here. This was a, what was it, a Queen Charge hybrid? Stop gifting subs. Gift me one. Yeah, love it. What's up, Daps? How you doing? All right, let's pay attention to this war here. I'm getting distracted. It's looking like it's going to be a defense. Oh, end it now. It's the 69. Ah, he's ruined it. It was almost going to be OP, but doesn't happen for him. Doesn't get the percentage. Does that raise the percentage, though? Wait, that was a 12v12, wasn't it? No, definitely. It was still a 13v13. Okay, so number 10 is this one here. Oh, okay, so it wouldn't erase the percentage anyways. You can't stay long. You got to go roll on today's vid, but have a great stream. Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And best of luck to the video. Or on the video. I can't chat on my laptop. The trackpad's too messed up. That's fair. That's fair. Technology does love to be a bit annoying when it comes to breaking. The amount of pieces of technology I've had break on me, not even me doing anything, it just stopped working on me, is crazy. This morning, we got a live. No story time right now because we got LP4 going in with one of their final 12s. Can they clear this base? We're looking at a drag bat plan from Cold Lunch. Let's see what he can do, starting with a baby dragon over this 3 o'clock side. And that baby dragon's main goal is to funnel this queen to the left here to possibly step up. And I think the queen's setting a funnel, really, out of most things. This king's going to step in and hopefully grab this air defense. Should go to the cannon and then the air defense. Very nice plan so far. Now, again, this queen's not grabbing a whole lot of key defenses. She's getting that wizard tower out of the way, but her main goal is to set a very nice funnel here for the dragons eventually coming in from this top side. And here they are. King's going to deal with all of those Teslas on the left side. Not going to do anything to the dragons. Here come all of the loons to go in, and those are really just Coco loons trying to pull any early seeking air mines for these dragons going into the base. Now, these bats will probably see come in over at this backside here. We do have a blimp, so we might see a blimp come in over by that eagle to take down those whiz towers, and then the bats to maybe sweep in from the opposite side of the base. He's losing a couple of dragons at the top side here, and he's actually had them split between those two infernos, a lot of them going to the backside. And no, this blimp is going to actually be used for the town hall. And I think this is a really smart play here because these dragons are going to take their sweet time through the enemy king and through the enemy queen. So that blimp going to go in, secure the town hall, and we might even see a lava hound pop out of that blimp there. We might see another dragon. Yeah, we're seeing some super goblins and a loon. Warren's going to take a black mine, but he should be okay. No, he's going to go down. But here come the bats from the right side here. Dragon's still going. The multi has stayed alive at the top side, though. And I think with that, it's going to be a defense. I don't think Cold Lunch has enough free spells to get through this base here. With that multi staying alive, yeah, freezes the eagle, knows it's not going to happen for him. Lava Hound gets pulled off to the side, and I like the approach. But again, those dragons spread out just a little bit too much there, and he didn't have that strong of a funnel, which meant that all of his dragons kind of spread, and didn't get what he wanted. Really, really nice try there. In all honesty, I really like the blimp value over by this eagle. Could that be an option that they might want to look into? Before I go, can you please explain why the hell it's called a Coco Loon? So the reason it's called a Coco Loon is like I don't know who came up with that phrase, but you've got your normal loon for raids, and then you've got a Coco Loon. Coco Loon is the specification for a loon that is meant to die. I don't know why it's called a Coco Loon, but you can call it a Coco Loon, you can call it a Sui Loon. Lava Hound in the CC, hey, you never know. You never know. Might have stuck a Lava Hound in there to do some extra tanking for that air defense. You never know. But yeah, it's Coco Loon is the term for... Yeah, it doesn't have a specific name. It's not like, oh, because coconuts do things. Like, no, it's just a Coco Loon because it's meant to die. That's just been the term for the longest time now. I'd have to go... to be perfectly honest with you, I don't even know who came up with that term. It's just something that we just go with. Trying to figure this out and get back to you. Yeah, we got a live hit and we got a 12v12 from MetaMinds. Can they clear another 12? Because realistically, they need to get ahead at the 12v12 game, and if they don't, they're going to have to pull some crazy moves up at Townhall 13 to win this war. Again, they're behind at the 11v11 game because they cannot clear all of the 11s, and even now, they're not guaranteed that they're going to clear most of them. Have a nice stream. See you, Techo. Have a good one, man. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see what this Sui's looking at here. We got another drag bat going in from MetaMinds here. Very nice Sui to start this raid, and that's going to set a nice funnel to go into this Town Hall. and do some real damage here. Now these bats, I'm interested to see where we'll see these bats come in. I can imagine it'll be somewhere near that topside Inferno, but we shall see as the raid progresses here. So has a Lava Hound to really just kind of go in and go through some... Really just going to go in and do a bit of tanking for the dragons moving through, because that air defense will pick them off a bunch there. Now we do have a sweeper pointing towards this dragon entry, which could cause some issues for the raid later on. Let's see how he manages to deal with it. Couple of loons going in for the single target Inferno, but they're not going to do a whole lot. All of the dragons going to get caught in the tornado trap? Yeah, the tornado trap there is going to stall a bunch of the dragons, but every single one of them moving in towards this town hall. We're going to see that warning ability get popped off now. One of the dragons decides to hop out of it, but it's not that big of a deal. Everything else still moving in exactly where he needs it to be. Now, this single is wrecking his dragons, and he needs one of them to path away, and it does, but I don't think it'll be enough to get through that single. That single is going to be an issue. Okay, the dragons do end up pathing towards it. Here come the bats from the top side where the other single was. They're going to run through it, and now he's looking really, really strong. 2 free spells left in the pocket. First free spell is dropped over that Wiz Tower. This is looking really, really good. I think MetaMinds are about to secure themselves another 12v12 triple with the dragons. Does he have the cleanup? Oh my. I might be jinxing it here. It's really, really close. Something took down the bats, and I don't know what it was. But it could have been a Wizard Tower shot that went off there and took him out. But that dragon doing some nice tanking for the Archer Tower, and that is going to be a 3-star if time permits it. 35 seconds left to go. Has a dragon left alive. Will the Archer Tower take down the dragon? It doesn't. And yeah, at this point, I'm convinced this is going to be a triple. I don't know. It's really close. It is really, really close. But again, I think he's got the dragons to get it done. And that's going to be a triple for MetaMinds. Fire game, why are you flexing the LP4 emojis? That's a bad thing for us, that we need defenses here. Again, I try and stream from the unbiased side of the war, but we are still going to show every single live attack that we can. Oh, it's going to be a time fail. It is a time fail. I was like, it's going to be close. It's a time fail. Lost the bats. I got to watch that one back. The bats died early somehow. And yeah, now we can flex out some of those LP4 modes, because that is going to be a defense for them. I want to watch that one back if we have time. What killed the bats? It was looking so strong, and then all of the bats just got annihilated. Was it a air bomb that came in and took them down? I'm not sure yet. We'll go back and watch it. You thought it was LP4 hitting? Nope, it was a defense. But hey, I guess you're right for flexing them out. Red bomb, that's what I'm thinking as well, but I don't know. I want to watch this one back and see. I like the plan. I mean, the plan is pretty good. Those loons not going in for the Inferno, and so that Inferno took down 3 of the dragons there. Not ideal, but... okay, wait. Okay, here we go. So, a bunch of bats still alive. Oh, is it the eagle? Did the eagle shot get a shot off on the bats? Tons of bats still alive. Running through. Doing just fine. Yeah, it was. All of those bats at the top side died to that eagle shell, which thinned them out a lot. That makes a lot of sense. What's up, Mubby? How you doing, man? Hello to my favorite fruit. How's it going? Fun fact for anyone who's new to the channel, when I first started making YouTube videos and doing streaming, I actually wasn't at all associated with the fruit. But, you know, obviously as time goes on, people were like, you know what? You are the fruit now. And so I just kind of went with it. I'm like, you know what? Cool. And now it's kind of just the theme for the channel. We're sticking with it. We got some emotes for it and everything. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's definitely a fun time. That much is for sure. But here we go. Narrowing into the final 2 hours of this war. We've got 11 Town Hall 13 hits from LP4. We got 13, or 12 rather, from MetaMinds. Signal is horrible. Can't hear me. I don't believe that's my connection. I'm pretty sure my connection is okay. What's up, Quote? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Mangoes are better. I agree, Rainberry. I agree. I actually don't like oranges, like the fruits. Like, I mean, I'll eat some of them, but for the most part, they're not my favorite fruit. I know, it's heretical, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, I do prefer mangoes over oranges. They're just so much sweeter. It's so amazing. They're so great. I've got to also manage my voice here because I need to not let it die, because I want to bring some hype for this NDL stream that's going to be happening later tonight, which, if you guys have not already checked out Corrupt on both Twitch and YouTube, check him out over there. He's doing some awesome stuff, awesome YouTube videos, and some really nice work over on Twitch as well. Go drop him some love if you can. Now, I'm being added for something. Let's see. You see me around in other chats, didn't realize you streamed. Yeah, I'm trying to be in. Well, I try and be pretty active in most streams out there. But yeah, I've been streaming for about now. I think coming on to like 3 years. But in all honesty, before I actually started like understanding what I was doing and like okay, maybe getting better with some things. Before I was able to do that, I would say, you know, it's hard to say because I started streaming 3 years ago, but it's more of like I didn't actually do good streams, at least in my opinion, until like maybe a year ago. You making that 3? I don't know what you mean by that, Fire. But we did get a 3 in the Clan War Leagues today. That was fun. It was pretty good. Well, I haven't gotten a 3 on my my Townhall 13 yet. I haven't actually done the hit. Oh, you're making the Townhall 3. Okay, I see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I can't be bothered, dude. Townhall 3 OP. Yeah, I might. It depends. You'd have to influence me to get me to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. Cyan, I currently don't do base reviews on my streams, but if you want a bit of info on what you can do to maybe better your base, feel free to check out the Discord via those links in the chat for you. Then again, you do what you want. That's true. That is true. I want to start streaming, but I have no clue how to do it. It is a pretty complicated process. I mean, in all honesty, virtually anyone can stream. It's just more of if you can stream well. Personally, I'd like to think like my overlays and stuff, they're okay. They're not exactly like top of the line stuff and as like sleek, but at the same time, they get the job done. They're simple. They're straightforward. And, you know, I feel like they're easy to understand. Like, okay, the stats board, if you don't play Clash and you don't understand how wars work, you will not understand a single number down on that board. Which, by the way, for those of you who are new to the scene and don't know what all those numbers mean, breakdown is the amount of town halls in the war. So the 13s, there's 10 13s on each side. The attacks, you've got the attack number, so the attack total, that being how many attacks each clan has done versus how many they have, and then underneath it, the 11, 2, and 0, and the 11, 4, and 1, that's how many attacks they have at each Town Hall. So looking at this board, we can see that, okay, LP4 have themselves 11 Town Hall 13 raids, and MetaMinds have 11 Town Hall 13 raids as well. So it works out. I can give you tips on what not to do. Don't do anything I do. Done, you're ready. Fire dropping shade on itself. I like your streams though, Fire. They're pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and put on a replay from the LP4 side. Do we have any Town Hall 13 triples from either side here? We do. You know I've got to put it on. Goblin. Is it a Lalo? No, it's not. It's the E-Dragons. Interesting stuff here. Let's see how Goblin took down this base. I've hit this base before, funny enough. Get a gaming chair. That's the first priority. Pump some G Fuel in your veins, and then you're good to go. I thought about like getting some G Fuel and like just trying it out, but in all honesty, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Like I don't typically drink energy drinks. Most of the time, I'll drink either water or soda. That's about it. All right, but let's see what Goblin did here. Did the Sui Heroes set a very nice funnel for the E-Dragons, dropping a couple of them, just kind of sprinkling them in to set a nice funnel, and then everything going straight for the Town Hall. And, I mean, looking at it now, looking at the chain value that he's going to get from this base, it's pretty solid. And a triple Ice Golem CC, too. So not the most ideal CC at all for E-Dragons, but still is able to get it done. It has an Archer, or no, sorry, the King lures all the Ice Golems away from the core. What an OP King there. And that's a very nice Warden ability as well, protecting all of those E-Dragons as they go into the core. And the Scatters, although they do a lot of damage, not going to do a ton to these E-Dragons as they move through. Here comes the RC with a couple more loons, freezing the Scatters. I mean, this is just OP. You got to hand it to Goblin over here. He really had some nice placement on his spells, freezing the key defenses and making sure that they're not doing too much damage to his E-Dragons. And he actually ends this one with a couple of them left alive. A good few of them at that. Very nice stuff here by Goblin. Got it done for LP4, getting themselves their first 13v13 triple. We'll go ahead and pop on a MetaMinds triple in a little bit. Get all the lights you can. That's another thing that at some point, what I want to do is I want to have soundproofing foam as my my backdrop. So I'll put soundproofing foam on a wall of some kind. But the problem is that my living space at the moment, I don't have enough room to do that. This is the most ideal setup I've got. The bed back there takes up way too much room. And the problem is I can't exactly just get rid of it and get a smaller one because most of the furniture in this apartment isn't actually mine. So I'm just pretty much just staying here. I'm practically house sitting. But here we go. We got a live 13v13 from Nico here. Let's see what he can do to get it done for MetaMinds and whether or not they can get themselves another triple, because realistically they need to get ahead at Townhall 13 if they want to win this war. They're already behind at Townhall 12. They're already behind at Townhall 11. So let's see what they can do at the 13v13 game. This Warden Walk going to do a lot of nice damage here and set a very nice funnel for the Yetis to eventually probably pile into this Town Hall. I don't see any other entry point that he'd be going for here. It is going to secure the safe 2-star, but at this point, realistically, I think MetaMinds know that they're going to need to go for the triples. Even if it means for a chance of a 1-star, they got to go for at least the triples at this point at 13. That's what I would go for at least. And here we go. Warden setting a very nice funnel. Is he trying to get this Warden to grab the multi? I don't believe so. I think he's just trying to let the Warden do as much funneling as possible. And the Warden actually getting a key building right here, which is going to help that funnel get even more tight. And not too convinced on the funnel over here. Could things walk after this elixir storage goes down and after the Town Hall goes down? Right now it's looking fine, and I think everything's going to go in just fine here. Lava Hound is going to come out of the CC, so going to delay the Queen just a little bit here. However, he's going to pop that Warden ability to save everything from that Giga Blast, quad quaking the core here to get everything moving. And now, in all honesty, this funnel is looking really, really nice. And the core of the base is not too spread out to the point where the Yetis will not be able to deal with it. I've seen people quad quake bases in which it opens up the entire base. And the problem with doing that is that your Yetis spread out. And we're starting to see that happen here. Lots of Yetis pathing to the left side of this base. Now, how is he going to deal with the top side here? Doesn't have any bat spells for it. Here comes a back-end blimp for the Inferno. Goes down a little bit early here. I don't know if he deliberately popped the blimp there. I think he did. We still have Yetis going for that scatter. Queen is still alive. Royal Champion still alive as well. Both of them with their abilities. At this point, I really do think he's got the damage to get through this one. Even though the Royal Champion's taking a lot of damage, that Inferno Tower could still go down to this Queen. But even if the Queen makes it there, it could be a time fail. Royal Champion's taking a lot of damage here, forced to pop her ability and get some damage in on these defenses. It's really, really close, but I think if that Royal Champion can step up and get that Inferno Tower, it's going to be a triple, as well as if he has the time to clean up the rest of the base. Royal Champion going to step up. She is going to get that Inferno Tower. If these skeletons don't get in the way, they don't. Now, she should step up for the Wiz Tower, but then go down to the cannon. Now, does that mean that he's going to run out of time here? And I think it does. 30 seconds left to go. His troops have to walk all the way around the base. I don't think it's going to happen for him. It was close, but I don't think it's going to happen. You stayed live for 45 minutes so I could host to you, and you took over an hour. I told you, dude, it might be 45 minutes. I told you, don't host over to me. I had to cook lunch. I had to eat. You didn't have to wait. I told you, just go ahead and end. You don't have to host anymore. What's up, GGTV? GGRTV, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. That would be my boy Trey. How's he going? Hope he's hope he's having a fantastic day, and it is a time fail, 97%. Really close raid, but again, not super ideal there. I think the Yetis kind of spread out just a little bit too much there. We got another live going in. It is a 13v13 by Kiki. I'll go ahead and catch up with the chat after this raid goes through. We got the E-Dragons diving through. 2 single target Inferno Towers left alive, but here come the bats from this back end. E-Dragon bats going in to take down this base. Here comes an Ice Golem. Gonna need to freeze the scatter. Freezes it. Ice Golem is not... Oh my gosh, it's not distracting the Wiz Tower. How on earth did the Ice Golem not aggro the Wiz Tower? Luckily, it's not the end of the world here. But the bats, they're starting to fade out a little bit. Did that Wiz Tower get a shot off on the bats? I think it did. And at this point, it's going to be a time fail if anything, but I think it's an out-and-out fail with that Inferno Tower staying alive. But Kiki's going to be looking to get as much percentage as he possibly can here. You love the emotes? Yeah, I like the emotes too. Currently getting some work done. Is it okay if I drop you a lurk? Yeah, for sure, man. A majority of my viewers are tend to be lurkers, and I fully encourage it. I think that, people, if they want to, comment in the chat and stuff like that and be interactive, they can do that. If they want to lurk and just enjoy the stream, they can do that. That's the best part about these live streams, is that you can be whatever kind of viewer you want, and you can still have an absolute blast during these wars and stuff like that. And again, I love streaming these wars. I love streaming for LP4, King Jeffrey, any kind of elite format, which is all Townhall 13. We were doing a lot of WCL elite over the past 2 weeks, and I plan on continuing that coverage over the next couple weeks to finish off the playoffs for Season 6. It's going to be a good one. That much is for sure. Let's see what we got going. That is going to be a defense for MetaMinds. However, decent percentage on that base. It's going to be an 86. And LP4 might actually get away with, they might actually get away with getting high 2 stars and not tripling as much at Townhall 13, because again, their 12s have given them a lot of wiggle room alongside their 11s. They've really came through. It's looking like they're going to clear the 12s. They have 2 hits left to go for 1 base. Now, this 12 base, what has this been hit? Who has this been hit by? This has been hit by Adrian. Now, who are the Townhall 12s with hits left? Jam and Elliot. So this base can get hit twice here. So they have 2 chances to clear the 12s. They've cleared the 11s. Can they clear the 12s? Because that's going to put them 2 stars ahead of MetaMinds here, because I don't think... No, MetaMinds could technically still clear the 12s. They still have the ability to clear the 12s, but they're going to have to be perfect. They're going to have to go 4 for 4. It's going to be difficult. You feel like you just don't shut up? Nah, you good, man. And hey, if that's your watch style, if that's what you prefer doing, that is perfectly fine. Makes total sense. All right. We are nearing the final 2 hours of this war. I plan on going until we either get to the final seconds and the war concludes, or when all of the attacks get used. All right, let's see what we got going. We got another 13v13. Here we go. We got the Sui Lalo coming in from MetaMinds here. Let's see what they can do against this base. Starting with the King over at this 9 o'clock side. And he's going to be there to kind of clear a couple of buildings out of the way here. Let's see what he's got going. King's going to get some nice funneling, but he's also going to go in for the World Champion. Not ideal there. However, he's going to send in the Queen, breaking open the wall to force the Queen to that air defense. Now, the question is, will she take the funnel that the King has established, or will she possibly bounce to the outside? Doesn't have any more super wall breakers here, so he's going to be planning on going in with just this Queen to grab the air defense. Now, she will grab the air defense and get it out of the way. Now, what's his plan for this Town Hall? I'm interested to see. Has the Blimp, but also has a Skeleton spell. Has a Quake spell, so we might be seeing... Oh no, he's quaked over the defenses to weaken them ever so slightly. I actually am a big fan of that. And here comes the World Champion. We don't see this often, but we're seeing it now. Using that Earthquake spell to weaken the defenses so the World Champion's ability can come in and take them down. Grabs the air defense with the RC. Really nice use of that Earthquake spell. Again, a lot of people saying that it's not giving the value that you really need. And granted, he didn't get that scatter shot, which is what he wanted to chain to. But at the same time, it was weakened ever so slightly. And the Royal Champion was able to step up and get rid of that air defense. And now we can see the Lalo path at the moment, which is those 2 air defense directly down the middle of the base. And let's see what he's got going. Lava Hound is going to come out of the CC. We have the Super Goblins for the Town Hall. And here comes the Lalo in from this 11 o'clock side. We got some loons from this top side as well. They're going to be going in, doing a bit of funneling. He's lost 1 Lava Hound already. Both of the other ones at very low health. They're going to fly all the way across the map here. Doesn't pop the Warden to save that Lava Hound. Interesting play there. Decided he wanted to save the Warden for when his loons encounter the Scattershot, which is probably a better play. Drops the skeletons down over this Queen. Gonna Warden those skeletons to try and take her down. Nothing is shooting the skeletons. The King is taking all of the skeletons and the pups. They need to be shooting the Queen. The King can't even shoot the loons. Here come all the back-end loons towards these Inferno Towers. Heal spell down over this Wiz Tower. That Queen is pummeling his loons right now. Not the most ideal play for him, but again, it's not over just yet. Warden is taking down the Queen. Pups are locking onto her as well. Can those loons get out of her range to stay alive? The scatter stays alive as well. It's so close, but you gotta admit, just got a little unlucky with those skeleton spells, not going for the Queen and taking her down, but rather going for the King. Ah, you hate to see that, man. It was such a good plan, and you can see how well it worked. Just got a little unlucky with those skeleton spells going in for the Queen there. And in all honesty, I think this is a good example, and it gives me a bit of a segue to bounce off my thoughts about the skeleton spell. Right now, I just don't think people should be using it. I think it's good at times, but there's too many raids that I see where the skeletons just don't get the value that they're needed to get, and they just don't go through. I think the only times you want to use skeletons are whenever the Queen is in a very wide open area and doesn't have chances to hop outside of walls. Let's see, I'm guessing it's Spectre. What's up, man? Yo, can I have a Townhall base review? At the moment, I don't do base reviews on my stream, but if you do want a bit of info on how to get better at your base, if you want some feedback on a base design, feel free to join the Discord server, and you can post your base in there, and feel free to add me and be like, hey, how can I improve? And as well as I do appreciate the follow. We have Rahul coming in with the follow as well. Miggy in the chat. How you doing? Welcome to today's stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Miggy also dropping the follow. Thank you so much. All right, now let's see. Can we put on... We'll put on a Townhall 13 triple from MetaMinds. We saw a triple from the LP4 side. Only to make things fair, we'll go ahead and pop this one up. We're going to burn Kiki's base here. He's going to get mad at me. I know it. I'm going to get some angry DMs in a little bit. Why are you burning my base? Mac also coming in with the follow. Goodness, you guys are going crazy. Thank you so much. It is much appreciated. Okay, to be fair, this is a Sui Lalo. We're going to watch the Sui Lalo triple. Funny enough, for those of you who don't watch Carbon... you should watch Carbon more. I was watching him during the EWU, I believe it was the semifinals, right? Yeah, it was the semifinals this morning. And, well, I say this morning, it was more of like this evening. But I was watching him this morning, and he was doing some Lalos, and he was kind of explaining Lalo a bit more. And from the 5 to 10 minutes that I sat there watching him explain Lalo raids, I think I learned more in those like 5 to 10 minutes than I have from any YouTube video I've watched about Lalo or any kind of info other people have told me. So if you're not already like watching Carbon more, you should be. Just saying, just pointing that out. Alex saying you're good. Thank you so much, man. I've been playing this game for over 7 years now, since January 2013. It has been a long time since I've been playing, and enjoyed the game a ton. Oh, we had an Electron Lalo. OP stuff. Wow, that blimp actually took a Seeking Airmine too, and the Queen didn't even go for the core. Interesting stuff. She is going to eventually dial in, and that dragon will take her down. And here comes a stack of loons going in for the inside of the base here. And really nice play here, not activating that Town Hall until the very last second when those loons approach it. It's going to actually be forced to freeze the Town Hall a little bit more. It doesn't get the Eagle as well. And at this point, I would just panic. I'd be like, oh, nope, not getting the Town Hall. Use all the spells. Just go. This Warden needs to step up. Warden is OP, steps up just in the nick of time, saving most of the loons from that Giga Blast there. Has a free spell and a haste, going to freeze that Scatter Shot to make sure that it doesn't do any more damage to the loons. Again, those Scatter Shots being the real killer for this Lalo raid, but it's going to go through and get it done. You're watching from India. Die Hard for COC. Thank you so much for dropping by. Again, please try to calm down a little bit with the caps. In the internet world, if you're using all caps in any kind of chat, that's considered screaming. So just try and chill down with the caps just a little bit once you pop in. But again, thank you so much for dropping by. I do appreciate it. But yeah, this is a very, very nice raid here by Medich? Medi? Medi? Yeah, it's Medi. I'm gonna call him Medi. And MetaMinds. That's one of their triples for this war. And again, I mean, at this rate, LP4 are very well set up to win this war. I mean, at this point, all LP4 has to do is get at least 2 more triples than MetaMinds at Townhall 13s. Or not even. They could get less. MetaMinds could have 1 more triple at Townhall 13, and LP4 could still win. Again, the 11's not really coming through for MetaMinds here. Haven't cleared all of the 11s, but they do have 1 attack left to go to clear that 11 and have 17 out of 18 of the 11s cleared. Now, at the 12v12 game, they still have a chance to clear the 12s, but they got to go perfect. 4 for 4. And that's depending on whether or not all of the bases can actually be hit. I don't know if anyone who has attacks will be able to go in and take it down. I think so. I think they have 4 chances to go in and clear those bases. So MetaMind's still in this one. Definitely not out of the war, but it's looking very much in LP4's favor. Who has attacks left for the LP4 side? We got Jason with 1 more hit. Goblin has used both of his hits, got himself a triple. Kiki used both of his hits, not able to pull through. Tosa still has 2 hits. Dite with a hit. Ked with some hits as well. We got Elliot with both of his Town Hall 13 hits. Elliot playing out of Tribe Gaming, I believe. So, again, pretty OP. What about Rated? Does Rated have any 13 hits? No, he doesn't. Rated, Rated with 2 fails this war. Oh, no. Not ideal for him. Man, this guy usually pulls through, but not going to happen. What's my age? I am 19 years old. Bit of a young dude in the Clash scene. I believe I'm one of the younger players in King Jeffrey, too. But no, actually, that's not true. That's not true. We do have a couple of younger dudes in there as well. But yeah, I think over the years, over the past like 3.5, 4 years I've been streaming, it's not only been a time where I've actually like been able to learn streaming more and stuff like that, but I've also taken that time to really mature. You know, obviously going from 16 to 19, it's a pretty big jump when it comes to well, not 16, 15 to 19. It's a pretty big jump when it comes to just your mindset and your maturity over things. And so it's been a very nice learning experience, and I've enjoyed being a part of the community ever since then. It's been an absolute blast. So, but yeah, we're here to stream some top-level wars, some CWL Gladiator from 2 of the top clans in the league. Let me actually go ahead and pull up a war match really quick. And something I actually wanted to test out is I've actually changed some of my mic settings, and so I thought, what if I move my microphone in front of me again? The reason I've had it actually further away is to not have it in frame. I'd rather like have it away from frame, but at the same time, let me know what you guys think. Let me actually go ahead and adjust some of the volume there. There we go. Does this sound a bit more clear? Does it sound okay? Really trying to get the like most streamlined and clear sounding setup I can get when it comes to the microphone setting, because I'd rather go for like a more clear sounding setup than more looks. Let me see what we got here. Let me pull up the CWL Gladiator. We've got 12 clans in Gladiator, so not a super jam-packed league, but wow. Elf coming in with the perfect over Violent Wizards. We got a bunch of wars actually ending fairly soon at the moment. But LP4 looking at a 6-2 record. And we've got, let's see, MetaMinds looking at 4-4, but 97% overall destruction. But again, LP4 with that 99.12% overall destruction. That is insane. LP4 have been OP this season. Whom do you prefer, Tribe Gaming or Alternate Attack? See, it's hard to say. It's those kind of questions are just like, I couldn't make a conscious judgment because I don't have the stats in front of me right now. But I mean, just looking at achievement base, I mean, you got to hand it to the Tribe Gaming side. I mean, they've gotten some really good stuff down, but and again, you look at the Alternate Attacks lineup. I mean, you've got people like Vale, you've got people like Boom. It's a pretty OP lineup over there, so I would not discredit them. That would definitely be a war that like, actually wait, are they in the EWU semifinals right now? Who else is left in the EWU? I'm not sure at the moment. Actually, can I check on War Match? Is that also on War Match? Is the EWU on War Match? I don't know if it is or not. I don't think so, because I think they run off their own system. Let's see. We got a lot of leagues on War Match, that being also WCL Global Clash Cup League. We got the Wizard Cup over there as well. Bunch of cool stuff. Another cool thing as well, that I don't know if you guys have seen this in-game, but Clash of Clans, huge shout out to whoever the community reps are, because they're doing a fantastic job with some of the media promotion. Look at this thing that they just promoted. No rest for the weekend. And they've actually linked people's live streams for what they're going to be doing today, which is June 5th. That was yesterday when they posted this. The CWL Esports Grand Final. They go ahead and posted, hey, look, Adam, Time to Clash is going to be streaming this war. And here's his YouTube link. And then on June 6th, we've got the EWU semifinals. They posted a link to Carbon's stream. That was today. Tomorrow, we've got the EWU semifinals. We got Alternate Attack versus INTZ. So that's going to be a good war. So Alternate Attack playing in there, but not Tribe Gaming versus INTZ. And we've also got Carbon's link again. And then for the HCWL, the High Class War League, we have the final Dark Looters versus Barnum. Is that how you pronounce their name? I'm not entirely sure. But again, they posted the times and the link to Lady B's stream. Now, this is the kind of stuff that I absolutely love to see get implemented into this game. And it's the same thing with this community tab over here. Seeing all of this stuff show up, all of these YouTubers, videos and stuff pop up in game like this is just fantastic. This whole community tab that they've done is great. The creator code's fantastic. The more and more they're able to collaborate and work with their content creators, the more the game is going to grow, especially in the media scene. And so again, to see all of these people get splattered all over the game screen, like, because think about it, just think about it. There might be a bunch of players out there who don't pay attention to the Twitch scene, who don't pay attention to the YouTube scene, and the moment that they're able to see in the game that they're playing, hey, wait a minute, there's like world finals going on, maybe I can check this out. I saw Carbon stream. I'm pretty sure at one point today he broke over 1,000 viewers on Twitch, which for Clash of Clans is insane. And here we go. We got a live going in. We got DT. Let's see what he can do at the Townhall 13 game, bringing in the Queen Charge Hybrid, a very popular strategy in the meta at Townhall 13. And let's see what DT can make use of here. Bringing in the Super Wall Breaker to open up that wall towards that multi-target Inferno and force the Queen into the base. Here comes the King, dropping him in to kind of clear a couple of buildings up at the top side here to force that Queen into the base. Now, was that King a little bit late? Will this Queen pop outside? She should go from the air defense to the gold storage to the Inferno Tower. Let's see what she does here. Gold storage is going to go down, and she is going to go directly for that Inferno Tower. Now, that's exactly where he wants this Queen to be. CC will come out. Queen will deal with that multi-target Inferno before dealing with the Clan Castle. Poison Spell a little bit early and not in the best placement. However, it's going to catch pretty much every single one of the archers alongside the Royal Champion. Now, that's big there because, again, the Royal Champion, I think, is underestimated on defense. Does a lot of damage to the attacking Queen and the attacking force in general. And he's actually wall broke the King in to this Town Hall compartment. Really interesting stuff. I don't know if that wall breaker was meant to break open a different wall section, but it's going to open up the wall for the King. And here comes the hybrid in from this backside here over by 8 o'clock. Now, I would argue that this Queen is meant to step up and grab this enemy Queen and then go for the Town Hall. Has a rage and has a freeze. Forced to burn the ability here, and I think he knows that he was going to do that there. Oh no. The Queen is not going for the Town Hall. She's banging a wall. And now at this point, there's no way to get the Town Hall. The Queen is getting really low on health, and she might go down here. Freezes the Expos to keep her moving. But now the healers are in the range of the Town Hall. He's going to end on the Town Hall. Not ideal. And I think that wall break was meant to open up the Queen to the Town Hall compartment. Again, the raid's not over at this point. Healers are going to transition to the hybrid, but they're going to go down early. Still has the World Champion ability. Still has a ton of miners and hogs at this top side. But you got to admit, that Town Hall standing is not ideal for this kind of raid. Can this World Champion step up and solo the Town Hall on her own? And I think the answer to that question is yes. It's going to be really, really close. But let's see what happens here. World Champion taking some heat from this Expo here. Going to be forced to burn her ability a little early. Not ideal. Can she step up and get this Town Hall on her own? Oh, no. It's so close. Is the Town Hall on any damage? Okay, the Town Hall is taking some damage. Doing a bit of damage to this RC. Can she step up and take it down? It's really close. She's not going to be able to get the Town Hall. Can the miners switch over? Oh, no. It's so close. It's going to be a 99. It's a 99% 1-star from LP4. Oh, it's so close. But again, that Queen, I'm not convinced that that wall break was meant to go in from there, because his hybrid is not able to power through to the Town Hall. You know he's going to be smashing that iPad against 3 different walls. There's no way he's not going to be. Dang. Such a shame there. Really, really nice try, but not going to go through. It's going to be a 99% 1-star. Wow. I mean, you got to hand it to the plan. The plan was good. But again, that wall break, not sure that's what he wanted. I'm convinced that's not what he wanted. He would have probably wanted the Queen to step around and grab that. Can't believe that, man. That's so unfortunate, especially on a fresh hit. On those fresh hits, to try and nab at least the 2-star is ideal. But man, when you secure a 1-star and it's also a 99%, like, they might not even hit that base. No, they're going to hit that base again. There's no way they're not. Wow. Vicious with the ouch. Yeah, it doesn't get more painful than that. That's probably one of the most painful raids to get in this game. That much is for sure. Dang. No way they're not going to be rerunning that. Now, my question is actually, I might be able to do a pro scout and look at the plan channels and see if that was part of the plan there to break the King into the Town Hall. Let's see. Is this... Oh, wait, this is a different base. Oh, hold on. Here we go. They must be talking about it in voice, because I don't see anything in the plan channel, but not going to happen for him. Really close, and nice try. All right. 1 hour and 45 minutes left to go. Let's take a look at the stats at the moment. Again, LP4 ahead at the 11s. They're ahead at the 12s. And really at this point, I think MetaMinds, the 12s know at this point, look, guys, we got to crack down and we have to clear the 12s. Because right now, again, they're behind. The bottom line to it is they are behind. And LP4 putting off a unstoppable performance here at the 11 game and at the 12 game. And we've seen LP4 throughout this entire season. They've put up some big numbers against some pretty big clans. Let me go ahead and pull up the war match stats for them and kind of talk a little bit about the matchups they have had over the past couple of weeks. Again, with Gladiator only having 12 clans, it's considered to be a little exclusive for the clans that sit inside of it here. But again, LP4, let's go ahead and take a look at their matchups. They had their first matchup against Stop 'em All, and they were able to win that one 118 to 109, 99.55% overall destruction. And LP4, again, putting up some crazy big numbers against most of these clans. 116 against TD Perseverance, 118 against Violent Wizards, 119 against Dark Eye. They ended up losing to Higura Metal, but they got Perfect Ward in that one. And I think that's just because Higura Metal are just OP. Hello Kitty, they went through, they won that one 117. Crime, or it's Cremine SNC. I don't know how to pronounce their clan name there, but they lost to that one 116 to 119. This clan has not gone under 115 this entire season, and you got to admit, those are some impressive results, especially from a mixed breakdown clan. And they won their last war against Elf, which I believe is a sister clan to Setch, which, yeah, that's true. That's the other clan for Setch. So they went up against them, and they were able to win 116 to 112. Some really big numbers, and right now, looking at 104, and they've got quite a few more bases to hit and get out of the way. So it's going to be an interesting war finish, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, let's go ahead and put on the other triple that went in. We had Messi go through and get himself the 3-star on a bit of a ring base here, bringing in the Queen Charge Lalo. Only 4 healers. So very interesting stuff. One thing that I noticed from most of the EWU wars that we saw this morning is the base building that some of these clans have. I don't know if you guys saw how many raids got stopped short because the attacker just loses all of his healers breaking into the base for the Queen Charge. It really does come down to it's almost a mind game sometimes with some of these clans, and the strategy that goes into the 5v5 format is just miles ahead anything that the Elite or Mixed Breakdown format will be able to replicate. So waits a little bit for this queen to kind of take down the enemy CC before dropping in the healers. Here comes a Cocoloon. Knows he's got to be very sparing with those Cocoloons because, again, with only 4 healers, you can't really afford to lose one. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here in the chat, but I believe 4 healers is the maximum amount of healers that you need for a Queen Charge. That's the max amount of healing you're going to get. Adding an additional healer is simply there as, oh, if a healer goes down, you still got the max healing. I believe that's the case. If it's not, feel free to correct me. I've been wrong in the past. But this queen able to step up, grab a multi, grab the queen, and now this queen's actually walking around the base. I'm actually a big fan of the way this raid is going through. Doesn't have a blimp for anything. Blimped the, I believe he blimped an Inferno there for this Queen Charge to kind of step up. Here comes the RC with the King, and now we've got the pre-haste spells coming in to wrap around this base in a bit of a counterclockwise motion. Queen ability is going to get popped, and she's actually going to force herself into the middle. RC ability is also going to get popped before going down to the single, and RC is going to get some good value there. Bunch of loons diving in towards this Town Hall, and he might have even planned for the Queen to step up and grab the Town Hall because she's actually going to beat through this wall and then have access to it. Doesn't have any more spells, used all of them already, but Warden's able to step up, snipe the Eagle. Queen actually steps up and gets the Town Hall. So I was right, yeah, the Queen actually steps up and gets the Town Hall. That's an OP raid from Messi here, one of the Town Hall 13s from LP4. Some good stuff from him. What's up, Kolega, over on YouTube? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. All right. Nice raid. Nice raid. We'll go ahead and take a look at some Town Hall 12 raids as well, if you guys want. And as always, if you have any raids that you'd like to watch, that being an attack strategy at a certain Town Hall, a specific attacker, feel free to let me know. All right, everything diving through. Nice triple there. I don't know. Was it close? It might have been close. Oh, my goodness. Clash with Style coming in with the raid. 17 magical people. Oh, no, it wasn't close at all. Never mind. Clash with Style flexing some of those hype emotes. You know what? I think I can flex some of mine, of my own. Do I not have a sub? Oh, I don't have a sub to him. No. Next time you go live, I got to drop a sub because those hype emotes are OPAF, but I can flex out some hype emotes of my own. I got some shied ones, and I got some Clashing with the Devil emotes. And here we go. We got Jason going in for his second Town Hall 13 hit. Live It Little, thank you so much for the sub over on Twitch. Oh, Clash gifting the sub over to him. Thank you so much, Style. Appreciate it. Style running the Alpha League at the moment. 1v1 tournament for Town Hall 13 Plus. If you're interested, feel free to check them out on, I believe they have a Twitter account as well as a Discord. I'm sure you can find all the info either through Twitter or possibly somewhere online. I'm not sure. But let's see what Jason can do here. Let's focus up on this raid. Now, we saw this base get hit a little bit earlier. This was the 99% one-star that went through. And I got to give him credit. It was looking good, and I liked the plan. But I wasn't convinced that the wall break was the one that he wanted. Doesn't use the king, but rather uses a Yeti. Interesting stuff here. So that Yeti might actually step up and grab the air defense, and it does. Really nice change to this plan here, and I'm actually okay with that change. Let's see what he's got going. Ice Golems are going to get taken down by this queen, and the World Champion's also going to fall. And now this queen, there we go. Now that's the wall break that I thought that who's the one who one-starred? Was it Kiki? That's the break that I thought that they were going for originally when they got that first break. And now the queen's going to go in for the Town Hall. That is exactly what they wanted there. Beastos, thank you so much for the 25 biddies. It is greatly appreciated. I got to turn those down. Oh, goodness. There we go. Queen's going to take a lot of damage, but going to be forced to burn her ability. That's okay. There's 2 Seeking Air Mines taking down 2 healers right away. Now, can this queen step up and grab the enemy queen? Might actually freeze the enemy queen. Doesn't. This is looking really, really solid. Queen staying up. She's pushing through. Jason might be looking at another 13v13 3-star if he plays this correctly. Doesn't have the warden ability. Used it early, but the hybrid is moving through. Going to heal through that scatter shot. Queen's still wrecking through. This is looking really strong. World Champion ability is still in hand. Queen is staying alive somehow. This is going to be a 3. There's no way this doesn't 3. Really nice job here by the good old, by Jason here, getting it done with the hybrid. Fantastic raid. And again, changing up the little things there, not dropping the king down this bottom side, but rather sticking with a Yeti, getting the wall break that they needed, opening up the Town Hall compartment and getting it out of the way. Nice job here by Jason, securing LP4 another 3-star and extending their lead in this Gladiator war. Alpha hype for sure. Style, can you DM me the link to join the Alpha Discord server? I'll post it in the chat. Beasto's popping out some more biddies. Goodness gracious. He's cheering himself. How many? I don't even know how many biddies he cheered. Cheered himself 50 biddies. Thank you so much for the 50 bits. It is much appreciated. And Clash of Styles, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Live It Little. You now have access to those LP4 emotes, which, by the way, if you are a sub to the channel, feel free to flex those out there for that 3-star. Jason getting it done for the LP4 guys. And I just noticed as well, it's probably the most perfect timing ever. Adam also put up an LP4 emote, and so we have 2 now. They're beautiful. So I probably will replace my LP4 emote with something else at some point. We shall see. DM the link. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and post in the chat the link to the Alpha League. If you guys are looking for a 1v1 Town Hall 13 League, please feel free to check that out. I'm not sure. Have signups already closed for the league? Again, I'm not sure on all the info. I'm not well-versed on the operations over there, but I'm sure Styles will offer us some insight to that as time goes on. All right, here we go. We got Elliot going in from Tribe Gaming. 12v12. Can he clear this final 12 for LP4 and get rid of the 12s for this war? It's looking really, really solid so far. That queen going to go exactly where he wants her to go, which is straight in towards that wall break. Now, has a second super wall breaker. Is he going to try and force the queen in to this base? Oh, no, the queen can walk. Okay, she doesn't. Ha. Take a sigh of relief there. She's going to go through. Doesn't get the wall breaker down before that air defense goes down. Is he not planning on breaking the queen into this Town Hall? Interesting. I don't think the queen's actually meant to break in to that Town Hall. Cocoloon's going to go in and grab that Seeking Air Mine, get it out of the way for the rest of this raid. And yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. The super wall breaker wasn't meant to open up the wall here. It's not part of the plan. Let's see what he's got in mind. Going to have to rage this queen through the Grand Warden and through the enemy queen. Absolutely no issues there. Going to get through it just fine. Might force the ability. He does. The Warden and the queen's damage too high for this queen. So going to have to rage and ability at the same time. Again, not ideal, but not the end of the world. And now, if this hybrid was meant to go in, this side... Oh, it might be a little too late. Oh, the archers! They lure the queen back over to the right side. Needs to get the hybrid in now. There we go. The queen's going to go for that Town Hall. Take it down. Really nice recovery here. Those CC archers really helped him out and lured the queen back to the right side here, forcing her into that Town Hall compartment. And now she's going to deal with that enemy queen. Get rid of it. He might rage the queen again. He does. And now we do have that warden ability. He's going to save that for whenever he encounters the eagle. Oh my goodness, there's no eagle. The eagle's gone. The eagle was up here. It's going to get taken down. We saw this get hit with a drag bat earlier, but they've opted in to go with the hybrid because of the Hound CC. It's looking really, really good for Elliot here. Now, can his troops get through the rest of the space? Has the spells and the troops left to go? Has the time as well? It's looking good. If he can use this free spell on the Inferno Tower to keep these troops moving, it's looking good. It's looking really good. He's saving that free spell. Queen can reach the Inferno. Wait, what took down the wall? What on earth took down that wall to allow the queen to grab the Inferno? Oh my goodness. What timing for some of these. He's going to swag the freeze on the clan castle. That's going to be all of the 12s cleared for LP4. What on earth broke that wall open? I got to watch that back. That wall getting broken open was OP. The queen was able to step up and grab the Inferno. Wow, fantastic raid here by Elliot. Getting it done for the Townhall 12s over in LP4. And that's going to clear the 12s, giving them an even more extended lead going into the final hour of this war. I got to watch that back, man. What broke open that wall there? What's up, Anderson, over on Twitch? How you doing? Let's see. Back. Won't be talking because I'm editing with stream in the background, but I'm here. Sounds good, man. If I need you, I'll yell at you. Okay, what broke open that wall there? What was the killer that got that wall open? I'm just paying attention to this wall. I don't care about the rest of the raid. Because how on earth was that specific wall open? Elliot OP, that much is for sure, Captain. That much is for sure. All right. Now this see, because here's the thing. Right now, this queen cannot reach this Inferno, but this wall goes down, allowing her access. What breaks this wall open? I'm so confused. Oh! Elliot with the 200 IQ play drops the super wall breaker in to open up that compartment. I didn't even notice the super wall breaker coming in. It actually died early and it was able to get through and get it done. All right, we got another live going in. Is it MetaMinds responding? It is. And they're going for a 12v12. Can they respond with a triple of their own? And realistically, they need to clear the 12s if they want to have a chance in this war. Could they still get it done at 13v13? That is for sure, but they're going to have to rely on some OP defense at Townhall 13. But with the hits that we've seen from LP4 so far, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And here we go. Queen Charge moving in for the Lalo here. Only one Lava Hound in the pocket, so he probably has another Lava Hound inside of that siege bear, or inside of that siege machine. We'll see what happens. Gets the double wall break into the Inferno and Eagle. Going to take those out of the picture here, moving into the base. Now, the queen can also grab this enemy queen and clear her out of the way as well. Here comes another Coco Loon to try and grab any Seeking Air Mines that are located in the base. And my yeah, he's going to grab a bomb. He's not going to grab any Seeking Air Mines there. Not really the most ideal spot for them, but Queen's going to take a lot of damage. Freezes the enemy queen. That's a really good play there. Again, you want to try and delay the ability as long as you can. Has to force the ability onto these Expos, but going to get rid of both of the Expos moving in. Seeking Air Mine will take down one of the healers, but again, as long as that queen stays alive throughout this rage here, he should be looking okay, but she's taking a lot of damage. She's going to go down because the Warden... Oh no, the queen has gone down much earlier than anticipated here. That Expo and the Expo duo compartment there alongside the Warden statue there. Too much for the queen to handle. Goodness, I'm fumbling over my words now. And here we go. Lalo's moving in. That Lava Hound going to get toasted early in the raid. And now there's no more tanking for the Lalo. There's got to be a Hound inside that Slammer there, which is going to start picking away at the Loons. Can the minions step up and take her down? They will. They're going to get rid of her. Not going to be a huge deal. But with that Townhall popping now, and the Warden staying back like that, pops the... Oh no, the Warden wanders away from the Townhall Loons. It's going to be a 1-star. Not what MetaMinds needed there, and they're not going to be able to clear the 12s. Now it's all about getting as many stars as they can. We saw another live go in. It was... Who went in? Was it... Here we go. We got a 13v13 going in from MetaMinds. And oh my goodness, my AC is not on. It's getting toasty. I'm going to put this on, but I'll be right back. 1 second. Ah. It's 78 degrees in here. It's getting warm, but you know what? We're back. We're ready to watch a Townhall 13 raid. I'm sweating. It's getting hot. All right, let's see what we got going. We got MetaMinds going in for a 13v13. They're going to need to see a triple at some point. And let's see. Going to lure out that CC, which is the Hound with a couple of Goblins. We had a bit of a Sui Lalo go in. King takes down a couple of buildings and was meant to grab the Queen, but didn't get the Queen. And now I think it's going to have to go to plan B. This is a fresh hit, so wasn't sure of the Town Hall as well as the Teslas. Here comes the Queen to grab the enemy Queen. Now he's going to be forced to use the ability on this Queen. And will he get the Inferno Tower? And I'm going to say no. With having to pop that Queen ability early, I don't think this Queen's going to step up and grab the Inferno, which is what he wanted. And even then, the Lava Hound's going to distract him here. So the Queen will go down. Not the value he wanted from the Sui. So now he's got a lot of work to do for his Lalo moving in from this 3 o'clock side. Now, a couple of Loons going in to take down this Archer Tower, lure a couple of traps to get them out of the way. And realistically, they want to at least 2-star this base. They don't want to be wasting raids on 1-star hits. They got to be going for the 3 stars as well. Here comes the Warden with the Lalo coming straight in for this Townhall. We do have the Blimp for the Townhall, so we might see this Lalo avoid that Blimp. Now we got to get those hastes going in here because of the damage that's going to add up from the scatter shots here, freezing the sweeper, allowing everything to move through. And here comes the Blimp from this top side here over by 11 o'clock, and that's going to go straight in for this Town Hall. It's looking okay despite the rough start with the Sui. Will those minions pop that Lava Hound? It looks like eventually they're going to pop the siege or the battle blimp over the Town Hall, and that should secure him the 2-star here. But now the real question is, can these loons get through and get the 3? And at this point, the damage is going to start adding up big time. No more spells, or he has 2 haste spells, uses his final freeze. The loon's not pathing to the scatter. Scatter's going to stay alive. And with that scatter staying alive and with 2 singles as well, I don't think it's going to go through. He's going to get some decent percentage on this base, but that's going to be another 13v13 defense for LP4, even further extending their lead in the final hour of this war here. All right, 1 second. Okay, that's a nice nice defense there for LP4. Feel free to flex some of those LP4 emotes out in the chat. And at this point, I didn't do a poll at the beginning of the stream, but I'll do one now. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who will pick up the win here between these 2 clans? I have an idea of what people are going to say. We've got the 2 clans. We got LP4. We've got MetaMinds. So feel free to drop your vote in the chat for that one. And let us know your opinions and what you think is going to happen. I'm going to personally have to go for LP4 at this point. The position that they've put themselves in, especially for the 11 and 12 game, is just fantastic. They've cleared the 11s. They've cleared the 12s. Now the real question is, can they clear the 13s? And the answer to that is maybe. They have to go 7 for 8, but they still technically could do it. So I hope you're having a good day while I'm here, so you should be good. What's up, Kendall? How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening over there in the good old eastern side of the world. But we're going to be streaming some stuff. LP4 has it in the bag? I think so. In all honesty, what do MetaMinds have to do to somehow come back with this one? And now that you're here, that's awesome. Sounds good. What are we running with here? What do LP4 or what do MetaMinds have to do? They're going to have to clear that 11. They're going to have to clear the rest of the 12s, and that's still going to put them 3 triples behind LP4. Yikes. Are my stats updating or not? I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, they're just going to take a little bit of time. It's got to process the 2 MetaMind attacks. Again, Supercell, we want those quick refresh times. We want that faster API to be set up for us here, because we want those updated stats in real time for us. But it's looking like LP4 is going to get this win. And again, LP4 is the home clan here, the clan that we are streaming directly from. So a huge shout out to the guys over there for letting me stream the final hours of this war. I wanted to do a bit of media coverage for them. And, I mean, again, you got to hand it to LP4 at this point. They'd have to do something pretty terrible to throw this one. They've got a pretty significant lead at the moment. But again, you can't discredit MetaMinds at this point. LP4 could completely mess up all of their Town Hall 13 hits, and MetaMind could go absolutely crazy at Town Hall 13. Let's see what we got going. We got an hour and 25 minutes left to go. 9 LP4 hits left to go. Realistically, 8. And we've got, well, actually, they might use one of the 12s to scout the 13. Which, if that scout does go through, we're not going to watch it. We're just going to let it kind of play out. I don't want to burn the base right away on stream. What am I being added in? Okay, I see what I'm being added. Never mind. All right, let's go ahead and put on a. We'll put on that that recent 3-star by Elliot. This OP delayed wall break into the Inferno there. I wanna go ahead and shout this one out again. Now, was that a part of the plan? Was that genuinely a part of the plan? Because if it was, then Elliot's just too OP and he needs to be nerfed. That's kind of the bottom line of it. Hold on a second. Was it? They must have, yeah. I think they did a lot of voice planning. LP4 typically do a bunch of voice planning for most of their stuff. Actually, go ahead and get that fan on going because man, it got hot in here real quick. For those of you who don't know, I live down in the good old state of Tejas, and it gets hot over there. It does get a little hot, but now we've got that fan going. It's nice and cool. We're good to go. We're ready to cast this war here. And it was a nice queen charge. I would have broken into the town hall there. So maybe it was an adaptation play. Maybe he meant to break open the town hall, but he saw that the air defense went down too early, so he waited. Maybe. I mean, that's what it seems like. I don't know. And he got a little bit lucky with the archers kind of luring the queen back over to the right side because he did delay the hybrid just a little bit there, but gets it done. So really good stuff for Elliot here. Let's see what we got going. We got one person saying MetaMinds are going to come in with the win. Now, I wonder. Now, realistically, right now, are MetaMinds out of this war? Absolutely not. But looking at the stats over on the left-hand side of the screen, LP4 dominating the 11v11 game. They're dominating the 12v12 game. And as long as they can at least stay at the same pace at MetaMinds at the 13v13, they're going to win this war. MetaMinds not only have to win on at the 13v13 game, but they also have to dominate. They have to get right now, if MetaMinds were able to clear every single one of the 13s or every single one of the 12s and 11s, they would still need to have 2 more triples ahead of LP4. What's up, Mafawaski? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Popping out that lurk emote, those carbon lurk emotes. Gotta love them, man. Again, for those of you who are lurking in the background, welcome to the stream. Or if you've already been here, thank you so much for dropping by and staying dialed into this war. It's going to be a good couple of minutes or a final hour. Let's see. Did we get it done? Oh my gosh. Techo gifting another sub to Mafawaski. Let's pop some of those Techo emotes out there. I gotta pop out some of those emotes for Techo. We'll pop out some of his hype emotes and some LFG emotes. Huge shout out to Techo, another streamer in the scene. He's about to hit himself to 1,000 followers. In all honesty, it's gonna happen quick, like real quick. It's going to be fantastic. Popping out some of those LP4 emotes as well. Gotta love it. And let's see what MetaMinds can do. Let's focus up on this Town Hall 13 raid, which we got a queen charge into the Yeti smash. Warden ability going to go off over this Town Hall jump spell in the core. And I'm really liking the entry point of this base. It's not too spread out to the point where the Yetis are going to end up getting spread out too much and then eventually just dying off and getting thinned out. Everything moving in at the same time. We got a heal spell in the middle because those healers are not stepping up. Decides to use the heal spell for the core of the base, and that's a smart play there. Rage spell down over these bowlers and yetis to clear through these infernos. Now, does he have enough to get through this base? Doesn't have a back-end jump spell. I would argue having another jump spell might be a bit more value than having another rage in this situation or a jump, but the warden's going to target the inferno and take it down. This is looking really good, and I think MetaMinds are about to return fire with their own 13v13 triple. That is fantastic. Now, they've got 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go. Could time be an issue for this raid? Possibly, but at this point, I think he's got the troops to get it done. If this queen could stop banging some walls, that'd be great. RC is going to get through the air defense and is going to get through this cannon at the bottom side, albeit just barely. But now it's just going to be a matter of cleanup. 1 minute left. He's got the queen ability. It's just going to be fine. Coming soon, JG and I casting side by side in Poland. Oh my gosh, dude, that would be insane. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Me over in Poland with Techo casting some of these wars. Goodness, people would be yelling at us because of all the missed things we'd be throwing out there. Oh, jeez. Are the best commentators. I think, honestly, at some point, Techo, we need to dual cast a war. I think it'd be an absolute blast. All right. Let's see what we got going here. So that's going to be a 3-star for MetaMinds, putting them up and tying them with LP4's good old 3 Town Hall 13 3-stars themselves. We got Elliot in the chat from LP4 and Tribe Gaming. Elliot with some OP stuff. All right, Elliot, I got a real question for you, okay? Because we watched your hit on screen, okay? You see that wall right there? Did you mean to get that wall with the super wall break? Yes or no? Because if you meant to do that, you're OP. If you didn't, you're still OP. Because I don't know. I was so confused. I was like, so the queen's going to walk over to this side. She's not going to be able to reach the Inferno. And then all of a sudden I see her picking off the Inferno, and I don't know why. And then I noticed that this one singular little wall right here got taken down, allowing her access. So was that planned? Was that a part of the plan, or was that kind of just, you know, on the fly going for it? See, Ronnie, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Much appreciated. We got a live going in. 12v12. Yeah, Serge told me I could do it. Yeah, and it worked out. Really, really nice play. So OP spotter there and OP planning from the LP4 side. And here we go. MetaMinds, realistically, we're going to need to see a triple at the 12v12 game, because the less triples that they get at the 12v12 game and at the 11v11 game, the harder it's going to be at Townhall 13 for them to win this war. Realistically, right now, they're being beat at both 11 and 12. Right now, it's tied at 13. So it's going to be a very interesting closure. And here we go. We got a queen charge into the Hog Riders, rather, not the hybrid for this one. Those two miners really just meant to dive into this base and grab the buildings that the Hog Riders will not get. That being the Clan Castle, the Barbarian Pad. You never know. Those kinds of buildings in the core of these bases will not be taken down by the Hog Riders, as they only target defenses. And here we go. Enemy queen fighting that friendly queen. She's going to go down. Absolutely no issues. Goblins coming out of the CC with the Witch straight after. And now that poison spell going to last a relatively long time here. Will the Witch go down to it? It's looking like she's going okay at the moment. And there we go. The Witch is going to go down to the poison spell. And now we got that queen stepping up for this enemy king. Now she should be able to get through him with absolutely no issues here. But with that warden, might actually have to burn the queen ability here if she doesn't take the warden down. She does get the warden down. Okay, warden is out of the picture for the rest of this raid, and now that king is going to be on this queen. Might be forced to use the ability here. Isn't, but then because of the expos, he is forced to use the ability. And now we've got the slammer coming in from this top side to clear those buildings out of the way, and we're going to see the Hog Riders come in from this 11 o'clock side away from this town hall. So does that mean that the queen is meant to grab this town hall here? That's a good question. Queen's taken a lot of damage, and she's going to go down because of the expos. It's too much damage for these healers to handle. And there goes the queen. Now that town hall is still standing at the back end, but we do have the king. King's not going to go for the town hall. Of course he walks to the outside. Oh no. Not going the attacker's way, and it's looking like it could be a 1-star. I don't think those Hog Riders are going to be able to go through and get that base down. Oh no. Because here's the thing. The Hog Riders are going to be able to go through and take down the base, but the problem is that once the town hall goes down, it's bye-bye to the piggies. Can they get to the defenses, though? He might get away with this one here. The Hog's going to run away from the giant bomb. No way. And despite it looking pretty bad with that queen going down a little earlier than he wanted, he's still going to get it done with the Hoggies. And that's going to be a triple for MetaMinds at 12v12. And that's exactly what they needed there. Really, really nice stuff. Hands down, a very nice recovery for that queen going down. Just kind of powered through the town hall like it was nothing, and completely avoided that bomb. Really nice job there. And that's going to secure MetaMinds the 12v12 3-star, exactly what they need to keep them in the game here. Where did Jerry the Orange go? Oh, Jerry the Orange has been he's been exiled. Needless to say, he still lives in our hearts, but he is no longer a part of the channel simply because it's not something that I've branded, and I don't want people to or specific people that I got him from to pop in the stream and then pop me with a whole bunch of copyright BS. I'd rather just use my own branded stuff that I've paid for. And here we go. We had MetaMinds going in with another 12v12, and it's looking like they might get this one here. Despite all odds, MetaMinds coming in with back-to-back triples. At least I don't want to jinx it. 21 seconds left to go. He has the time, right? Surely his dragon's going to be able to get through this storage. 15 seconds. Did I jinx it? No, we're fine. We're fine. That's going to be a triple. And here we go. We had a couple of subs over on YouTube. We had Levon over on YouTube. Thank you for the sub. And we had Matt Fawowski over there as well, subbing over on YouTube. Are you doing some YouTube stuff as well? It was you or someone else that was doing YouTube stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to just play it again. I think I just played it again. Let's see. Am I missing any of the YouTube chat? Let's see. Oh, I just realized I missed something way back. He wanted to see Good Evil wanted to see some 11v11 hybrid. But was that was 2 back-to-back triples? 2 back-to-back triples from MetaMinds. Right now they're ahead on percentage. So those 2 triples getting them back into the game just barely. Let's hope they can continue that streak. Let's see if I can pop on some 11v11 hybrid raids. Let's see what we got going. Here's a minor raid. We want some hybrid. Hybrid. That's just a Lalo. We'll put on a hybrid raid. More miners. A lot of miners being used at Townhall 11 by LP4. At least that are getting the triples. Goblin Knife Bat OP. Goblin Knife Bat? I don't even want to ask. A lot of miner hits. Goodness. A lot of these triples going down to the miners. Is Queen Charge Miner the OP strat at Townhall 11? Is the hybrid, like, not meta? No. We're still... do we have no Queen Charge hybrid raids at Townhall 11? I don't think we have a single Queen Charge hybrid raid. What are these names by LP4? Goodness gracious. Yeah, all of them are Queen Charge Miner. So who knows? Maybe Queen Charge Miner is a bit better for Townhall 11. So we'll go ahead and put on this raid here. This is a Queen Charge Miner for you, Good Evil. This is a good plan to kind of replicate. It's a pretty solid raid. I'll give him that. I actually did not know that miners apparently more in the meta than the hybrid at Townhall 11, which makes the most sense. Despite miners being a bit slower, they can still get through. The main side of man. Do you upload these wars to your vids? I'm guessing you mean to YouTube. Basically, any of these war streams that I do will go directly onto YouTube right after the war stream, so you can watch all of the content back. If you missed anything, if you missed any live triples, if you missed any raids that you want to watch, you can go back and watch these streams over on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong. If the clans come to me after the stream and go, look, we don't want this put on stream. We want you to, like, you know, take down the stream. I'm going to do it, like, that without question. Even if one of the clan requests me to do it, I'm still going to do it, because bottom line, these clans have allowed me to come in here and stream these awesome wars for you guys. And if they don't want those bases to be, you know, archived on the streams, that's perfectly fine. Stream will go down. All it takes is someone to ask me to get rid of the stream. That's how it goes. Very simple stuff there. I actually did recently, I took down a stream that I did for the WCL Heavy Finals, because it was a lot of Legion of Noobs bases getting hit, and DB Red obviously going to go up against them in the WCL Heavy Finals, and so I didn't want DB Red to have an advantage by seeing all of these Legion of Noob bases get hit on stream when DB Red's base Legion of Noobs don't have any way to look at some DB Red bases. So I took down the stream for the time being, simply to not provide that unfair advantage for DB Red, and I'll continue to do that here. But because right now we're running in the regular season, I'm not too concerned about bases getting burnt or bases getting archived, because come the playoffs, I can almost guarantee you that playoff clans in Gladiator are going to have every single one of their bases brand new and fresh. There's no way they're going to run old bases. At least from what I can tell from most of these clans, we're not going to see any old bases. We lost our SCCWL war over in King of Nukes. Dang. Corrupt coming in with the follow over on Twitch. If you guys don't know who Corrupt is already, you're going to know him tonight. That much is for sure, because I'm going to be hosting over to him. See, here's the thing. I don't know if this war is ending right when you're going live or if it's ending right before. Regardless, we are going to be hosting Corrupt's Twitch channel as we do the NDL Pro clan announcements. That's going to be a awesome stream. We got a pretty stacked lineup. Let me tell you what, we got some OP clans in there. So if you are excited for that, please feel free to check that out. That's going to be later tonight. That's going to be 6:30 p.m. EDT, if I'm correct. You're going to hear me and him over there. We're going to be going over those clans, and I have a bit of past history with some of the clans, and so I can offer a bit of insight on those as well. But again, Corrupt doing some fantastic stuff on YouTube as well, which if you haven't already checked out his YouTube channel, feel free to pop over and drop him a sub. What's up?
Just letting you know, if I get voted out of this Survivor, I'm going to go grocery shopping today.
Okay, all right.
If
Cool.
not, it'll be tomorrow before I leave.
Right. Well, I'm coming with you, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and put on, we'll put on an 11v11 triple from the MetaMinds side, just for good measure. Did the music stop? No, the music hasn't stopped. But it's very quiet. Why is it quiet? Oh, there we go. Oh, now it's really loud. I'm sorry if I broke people's ears. There we go. Sweet. Corrupt flexing out the carbon lurk emote. Gotta love it. Let's see. Am I missing any chat? Nope. Looking like we're doing good. And again, shout out to anyone who's popped over and dropped me a follow over on Trovo. If you guys have not already checked me out over there, feel free to do so with the links provided in the chat. If I can actually just type. It's not letting me type. There we go. There is the links to that in the chat. Once I hit 100 followers over there, I plan on doing some gold pass giveaways. Specifically over on Trovo, by the way. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. We got some follows coming in. Here we go. We had Montenegro coming in with the follow. I recognize that name from somewhere, and I'm not sure where, and it's going to drive me crazy. And we also got the main side coming in with the follow over on Twitch as well. Thank you guys so much for dropping by. This was a pretty nice queen charge into the miners. And I guess hybrid not as popular at Town Hall 11. It's all about the queen charge miner, it seems, because both clans kind of getting themselves a couple of triples with it. Fire Gang flexing some of those hype emotes out there. If you're sub to Fire, you can drop some of those in as well. What's up, Rated? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're here to watch LP4 hopefully pick up a win here in the CWL Gladiator. And again, I try and be as non-biased as possible, but when I'm streaming for LP4, I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going to be, which side I'm going to be going for, which is LP4 all day. I mean, it's the clan that I don't necessarily play from, but it's the clan that I'm in family with. So this was a nice queen charge miner that went in here. Nothing much, just double fail. Yeah, I saw that, Rated. Unexpected from you, honestly. You know, you rarely ever double fail. Like sometimes you'll fail and you'll 3-star, you'll get a 6-pack, but you rarely double fail. So just an off war for you. Montenegro flexing out that King Jeffrey unicorn. Gotta love it. We got some OP emotes for you guys. For anyone who is subbed to the channel, we have the LP4 Hades, as well as the King Jeffrey unicorn. Although I'm tempted to get rid of the LP4 Hades emote there, simply because Time to Clash, funny enough, Adam, he's got himself the same exact emote. And so I might honestly just get rid of the LP4 one and do a Warbusters one, the Warbusters Green Titan Shield. Just for good measure, just because those are both clans that I play from. Because LP4 is mainly just a clan that I stream for and I'm partnered with. Well, when I say partnered, it's more of, you know, I'll stream wars for them. I don't have any accounts in here. But I think if I did go for a mixed breakdown play, I'd probably put like Townhall's 12s and 11s in LP4 here. All right, that's going to be a nice triple for MetaMinds there. Here we go, final hour of the war. 9 attacks from both sides, and let's take a look at where we're currently looking with the war. Right now, the 11v11 game, it's a little bit close. I'm not going to lie, it's probably way too close for some of these clans. And in all honesty, LP4 coming out here with the dub over at the 11s, getting themselves every single 11 out of the way in comparison to MetaMinds only clearing 16 of the 18 11s, and now they have one Town Hall 11 hit left, but that means that they're only going to be able to clear 17 bases if that triple goes in. If it doesn't, that's going to put LP4 2 triples ahead. Now over at the 12v12 game, LP4 have also cleared all of the 12s and gotten them out of the way. Now, MetaMinds could technically, no, they can't. MetaMinds cannot clear the 12s, but they could clear one more, and then they would still be behind a triple at the 12v12 game, which means that to win this war, MetaMinds would not only need to get the same amount of 13v13 triples, but they would have to get 2 more. It's a mountain to climb. It's very clearly a mountain to climb, and I think MetaMinds, they know that. They know, okay, look, we got to crack down and get it done at the 13v13 game. So let's see what they can do. Again, LP4, all they've got to do is at least, they just have to get at least less than 1 triple from the MetaMind side, and here we go. We've got LP4 firing off again. Let's see what Jam can do here. Or Jammy Sutra, is that how you say his name? He's going to be going in here with the drag bat. We've got a golem going in. Golem's not used a whole lot here, but looking at this Sui spot here, he notices, okay, look, we've got the warden up there, we got the 2 archer towers. Sending in the golem will be just enough tanking here for this king to step up and grab some decent funneling here for the dragons to eventually move in. Queen goes down. She's going to actually step up and hopefully grab this air defense here. She doesn't. Loops in to take down the elixir storage. Can she get the air defense? She's just barely going to get some shots in on it, but not going to take it down. The golem will eventually go down, but that king going to get some good funneling. You got to admit, this side is still, it's got quite a bit over there. And so are these dragons meant to kind of go away from this town hall? And it's looking like they are, in all honesty. We're going to be seeing the blimp go in. Is this a scout? This is a scout. That's a scout. I was about to say, where's the world champion? It's a scout. We're going to hop out of that. Not going to watch it. We're going to forget it. We will watch the Town Hall 13v13s. We will watch the Town Hall 12v12s, but we will not watch the scouts. Just for the sake of not crazily burning bases, we're gonna hop out of that. And again, I mean, it was looking pretty good for a 12v12, to be honest, or a 12v13. So that might be the plan that they're trying to test out at 13v13. What's up, Cryptic? How you doing? I am having a fantastic day. Yeah, we're gonna just hop out of that one, and we're gonna let that 12 go in and at least 2-star the base, which is kind of OP. Not gonna lie, if this triples, which I don't think it's going to, but if it triples, we're gonna watch it. Like, I know I don't normally watch 12v13s, but it's not gonna triple. I don't know why I'm saying it's gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna triple. What am I talking about? It's a 12v13. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it might happen sometimes, but for the most part, it's not going to triple. It's not going to happen. There's no way. And that's just because the 12s aren't strong enough to take down 13s anymore with all the new defenses and the new levels and whatnot. Cryptic with the follow over on Twitch. Much appreciated. There we go. So you found a 10 with max walls and then level 3 defenses on everything. Yeah, see, that's probably not the most ideal way to play the game there. Those defenses, I would argue the defenses are more important than the walls. Like, I'll give you an example. On my, let's see if I can find my Townhall 12. Or, no, my Townhall 11 probably is a better example. Where's the 11? 11 is this one? Yeah, here's the 11. So on my Townhall 11, granted, the walls aren't great. They're still a Townhall 10 level. But at the same time, defenses are almost maxed. Like, it's looking pretty strong. Got things moving up. And we are almost at max 11 in terms of defenses. In the walls, they're still level 10. Not great. And it's the same principle with my 12. And here we go. We got a live going in. Let's see what Drummer can do. Is that... What? Huh? Wait. Oh, this is their Townhall 11. Okay. This is their 11v11. This one needs to go through for a triple if they want to see a, bit less of a disadvantage going into the 13v13 game. Let's see what Drummer can do here. Realistically, needs to triple with this raid. And let's see. This queen charge into the miner. Let's hope that this one goes through. I would like to see them at least somewhat clear the 11s. Would be a shame to have 2 bases left up. Here goes the jump spell to force that queen into the eagle compartment. Very nice funnel established. We got a couple of OP archers over on the right side there to clear through those buildings. Here comes a singular hog rider meant to lure the clan castle, but doesn't get the lure. Just kind of goes for the archer tower rather than anything. Here come a few Coco Loons to dive straight into the center of this base. Now this queen is going to have to get under rage here. There we go. She is going to get under rage. Going to poison the enemy queen alongside the clan castle here, which is that lava hound. So not going to do a whole lot against the miners. Here comes the siege barracks from the top side, and I'd imagine we're going to see some maxed hog riders come out of that to later join up with the miners. Now this queen taking her sweet time dealing with this lava hound. That poison spell might have gone down a little bit too early there. Going to delay the queen just a little bit, but not force her ability, which is key going into the core of this base. She's going to be under a lot of fire once she hops that wall. Archer tower is going to lock on. Let's see. Oh, no, actually, one of the expos retargets. Never mind. She lost some fire once she hopped that wall, and now she's going to kind of be coasting along that right side. This setup is really, really good, and the timing is looking even better. Queen's going to eventually get forced to use her ability here because of the excess amount of damage, but she is going to take down that expo there before retargeting to those skeletons. Miners are still moving through. The hog rider is going to do nothing for him here. Oh, no. The timing on that siege barracks wasn't ideal with the miners, and so the hog rider is basically wasted. Getting pulled by that tornado trap, not ideal for him. This base has been hit in the past, so they know the CC, they know the traps. Let's see what else. It's still moving through, though. Warden ability hasn't been used. What's he saving the Warden for? Warden is being saved for the back end here. Really nice stuff. With that Warden going to be popped. 55 seconds left to go. You got to admit, it's looking really good. Lots of miners left to go, and I think this is going to be an 11v11 3-star for Drummer here of MetaMinds, and that is going to get them 17 for 36 at 11v11. Not clearing the 11s, but still not bad. That means that one of the 11s is going to be left up for this war. You do any FWL or CML wars. At the moment, the main side, I am currently only playing in King Jeffrey, and the only leagues that we were doing was CWL Elite, and we did Clash Cup, we did Pinnacle Cup, CWL Esports. Those are the main leagues that I play in. I haven't done any FWL or CML wars. I don't keep up super strong with super much with those leagues, but honestly, I'm going to be petitioning for our King Jeffrey guys to be going into the Elite 15 league, because for those of you who don't know, LP4 did not have, or not LP4, King Jeffrey did not have the best season when it came down to our record. I think we went 1-for-7 in the CWL Elite League, which is not ideal at all. I mean, it's just not a good performance. And so we might want to try and bounce back with the CWL Elite 15, kind of lower our breakdown just a little bit, focus on trying to get some rotations in for our roster, and really kind of get our skill up just a little bit. It's a good way for us to kind of bounce back to the competitive scene and then go in from there. And we might even try and do some WCL Elite for the next season. I'm going to talk to the leadership team about doing that. Let's see, we had Clash Warriors Kid coming in with the follow and the mini host. Thank you so much for dropping by. I do greatly appreciate it. Techo popping out some of those loves. He's got himself the gold gifted sub badge, coming in here and dropping 4 gifted subs like an absolute mad lad. Goodness, can't believe he's wasting his money on me. What a nerd. Anyways, here we go. We had another follow coming in. We got Cab. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try, man. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Wait, let's see. What is this? What is this name? Cabasile? Cabasile? I don't know. I don't know. You guys got some interesting names there. But anyways, thank you for popping by. I greatly do appreciate you joining the stream here for some awesome Clash of Clans content. Again, we are entering the final hour of this war. 8 attacks left from both sides here. We've got 8 Townhall 13 raids from LP4. We've got 7 from the Townhall 13 side, or we've got 7 from the MetaMinds side at Townhall 13, and we've got 1 Townhall 12 raid. Realistically, LP4 or MetaMinds cannot clear the 12s, but let's see if they can at least clear most of them. Coming in here with a Sui or with a Queen Charge Lalo. Jacob, can he get it done for MetaMinds? They need to hit this 3-star, because even if they 3-star this Townhall 12, they're still going to be 2 3-stars behind, which means that in order to get tied on stars with LP4, they're going to need 2 more Townhall 13 3-stars. Is it impossible? No, but is it a mountain to climb? Absolutely. Let's see, we're going to start here with a Yeti Blimp into this Inferno, not using the Rage Spell, knows that he can get that Inferno down without using that Rage Spell. He's also going to get a Sweeper here and lure that CC. Some pretty good value from that Yeti Blimp. Will they get the Wiz Tower as well? It's close, but I think he's just barely going to get it. Maybe? No, doesn't get the Wiz Tower. But going to get some damage in on that multi. Let's see, here comes the Queen from this bottom side, and she's going to be meant to walk south here and take down this enemy Queen. Here comes the King, going to do a bit of funneling over at this left side here, take down these Teslas. Queen's going to deal with the enemy Hound for quite some time here, but it's going to be absolutely no issues. Once that Hound pops, he's going to go straight into the poison to try and deal with that Hound and get those pups out of the way. King has gone down, but he set good enough of a funnel for this Queen to kind of move into that channel with that cannon there. Let's see what this attacker's doing. I like the setup. It's a really good setup, and I know exactly where that Queen's going. But that Quad Expo bank down there with the Warden and the Queen is going to be tough to get through. Has 4 free spells, and I think he has those for a reason. Knows the amount of damage this Queen's going to be running into, so we might see a freeze come down in just a minute. We do. Over the Expos and the Queen. Going to drop in some Coco Loons to lure some of those Seeking Air Mines. Gets 2 of them out of the way. Really nice start here. We might see another freeze go down on this Warden. We are. Warden, or free spell over on the Warden and the Expos. Another rage spell going down over the Queen, and we might see a Lalo come in from this opposite side. I don't think the Queen can reach the Town Hall from here. Can she? She might actually be able to reach the Town Hall, but she's not going to go for it with the way the buildings are set up here. She's going to take down everything but the Town Hall beforehand, and realistically, he knows he needs the triple, so going to start with the Lalo from this top side here to go through this Eagle. It's a very spread out Lalo, but at the same time, this entire bottom side of the base has been cut. The Queen, CC, Warden statue, and all of the Expos are going to go down. And the only thing that's really a danger to this raid is that Town Hall, which is not going to go down by the Queen. Now, did he plan for the Queen to go for that Town Hall? That is a possibility. But now that Town Hall is going to be wrecking his healers, and at this point he's going to be forced to pop that Queen ability. But it's looking okay. Still has some loons moving through, has a free spell for the loons that will eventually go for the Town Hall. Queen is still alive. She's going to be doing a little bit more work for the loons. And the only defense standing is the Town Hall. 33 seconds left to go. The cleanup is on the board. And now we're going to see the free spell come in on this Town Hall here at the perfect time. Will he have the cleanup to get this one done? It's so close. It doesn't get any closer than this. Warden going to get a couple of shots in on this Town Hall. If he can freeze the Town Hall, those loons might just barely be enough. Needs to freeze the Town Hall. Loses a loon. Not the end of the world. Can these loons step up and get this Town Hall? Oh, no. I'm not convinced it's enough, and it's not. It's going to be a defense. Don't tell me it's going to be another 99. It's not. It's going to be a 97-1. Not ideal here, but it is going to be a defense. You don't have any commands. We don't have a list of commands, but we do have a few. One of the most notable commands that we have is the one about joining King Jeffrey, which is an all-town, all-13 competitive league clan. If you want to join that, there's the link for that. If you want to join my clan Warbusters, feel free to check it out over there. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's that. We also have an Instagram command, if they're actually posting. There we go. We also have a good old Trovo command. If you haven't checked out Trovo already, feel free to pop over to there. It's got some awesome stuff. Again, when we hit 100 followers over there, I'm going to do a gold pass giveaway specifically on Trovo for viewers during a stream. So if you are a follower over on Trovo and you're watching over there, you will be eligible to win yourself a gold pass. I'll probably give away 3 of them, in all honesty. I don't know how I'm supposed to give them away, but we'll figure it out when we get there. That's the plan, at least right now. But we'll see. All right, 54 minutes left to go. And now with that 12 not going through. Oh, here we go. We got a 13v13 going in. MetaMinds, they need to see a triple here. Right now, they're not out of the war, which is crazy to say, but it's definitely not looking in their favor. If this is a defense, I can only imagine how much their morale is going to get affected as they move in here. And here we go. King moving in from this left side. Can Captain Filling get himself the triple here for MetaMinds? King is going to move to the south side. We do have a queen charge into the Hog Riders at Townhall 13, something that we don't see as often. We usually see the hybrid counterpart, but the attackers decided, you know what, I can get more value with the Hogs moving in, and I kind of can see why. The base is a bit awkward to try and funnel for the miners, but look at all the defenses that are on the outside. That's the trick. The only defense is on the outside over at this side. I can imagine we're going to see the Hogs come in from either this top side or over here. Going to be forced to freeze that single. Will we see the Hogs early to deal with that single for the queen? Because she's going to sit in that single for a decent bit of time. Going to be forced to burn both of the freezes. Needs to be very patient. He's very patient with the freezes. Perfect timing. Going to freeze the Inferno directly whenever the queen goes on top of it. She's going to wander out of the range hopefully soon. Oh, she doesn't. Ouch. She's not even going to be able to get it. The Hog Rider's coming a bit late. I don't know about this plan here. The queen, I don't think he anticipated to be dealing with the Inferno. And the queen's going to go down way early in the raid. Not the start the attacker was looking for here, but at the same time, still has a chance to get this one done. If you're going to deal with single target Inferno towers and get in the range, you have to be prepared to burn some spells on it. And that's exactly what he did. And for what? His queen stepped up and grabbed the enemy queen in the CC, but it's not enough value to justify using that many spells. But again, let's be positive here. Let's focus on the positives of this raid. Moving in with the World Champion and the Warden for the Hog Riders. A couple of them getting sprung, but they're still moving through. A couple of Hogs coming in from this top side here. They're going to go in and funnel those Hogs into the center of the base to go through. Let's see what's happening here. World Champion will step up, helping the Hog Riders go through. We're going to see that Town Hall activate in just a second here. Will the Hogs go past the Town Hall? They won't. Warden ability is going to get popped over the Hogs. He waits until the bomb goes off. You know, in all honesty, despite that queen going down fairly quickly here, he's still moving through. But I don't think he's going to have enough. He's out of spells, out of troops. And at this point, it's really just to spray and pray and hope that these Hogs can get through. And with that king still alive, it's going to delay the World Champion. He's got to pop the RC ability once the RC starts going down. There we go. RC ability does get popped. Can the RC get through the king? She can, but it's not going to be enough to get through the scatter. It's going to be a 13v13 defense for LP4, extending their lead. Oh, no. And I mean, you got to admit, the queen going down a bit early there, not ideal. She was honestly, if the Hogs went in a little bit earlier to kind of tank for that single, might have been a different result there. So we might see this one rerun later in this war. What's up, Silas? How you doing, man? Hope you have a wonderful, safe ride over to Colorado, and I hope you and your family have a wonderful time over there. For those of you who don't know, Silas, the little brother of one of my good friends, he pops in the stream occasionally here and there. He also plays some Clash of Clans. I believe he's now a Town Hall 6, slowly moving up in the Clash scene, but he's having a bunch of fun with it alongside my little brother, so it's good to see him here. Hope he's having a good day. All right, now what are we rocking with here? We got 51 minutes left to go. 6 Town Hall 13 raids left. And I mean, it's hard to say right now. The percentage game is almost tied. Literally, MetaMinds ahead by 0.82, or they're ahead by 0.62% in comparison to LP4. That's how close this war is on percentage. But the 3 stars aren't there. Again, by being behind by 2 raids, simply because, you know, you've got that fail at the Town Hall 11, you've got the fails at the Town Hall 12. They're actually behind 2 3 stars at Town Hall 12s. So you got to admit, the 12s coming out, the 12s at LP4 coming out and defending well for the LP4 side. So right now, realistically, MetaMinds are behind by 3 triples at Town Hall 13. The stats will update momentarily here. Again, Supercell, if you're watching, if we could get like, you know, a minute refresh rate on the API, that would be kind of beautiful, not going to lie. And here we go. We got LP4 coming in with a 13v13 of their own. We got the Yeti. We got the Yeti Bat coming in. Very popular strategy at the moment, especially because of the single target Inferno Tower meta. Because of how many bases are running the triple single target Infernos, we're seeing a lot more of this Yeti Bat strategy come through, as well as some E-Dragon Bat. We're seeing a lot more bats as the single target Inferno Towers start getting added, or start showing up more on these bases. Going to start with a Warden walk over at this 9 o'clock side. King is coming in at this 6 o'clock side to create a nice funnel for the Yetis to eventually pile in by, I'm guessing, this 7 o'clock side, right to the left of the King and the right to the Warden. Now this Warden needs to step up and get some pretty good funneling in for his Yetis to move in. Now that King's going to get locked onto by the single. We're going to pop that ability, which is going to get that King away from the range. And now that Warden, not taking a whole lot of damage, is going to be able to go in with the Yetis. Bringing the Wall Wrecker here, doesn't have any jump spells, so he's banking on that Wall Wrecker to get him all the way to the Town Hall, which is honestly a smart play. Once that Town Hall is open, or once that Town Hall wall is open, the Yetis can kind of run through and take down the rest of the base. Let's see, are we having connection issues? Oh no, okay, he's back. Don't worry. No connection issues here. He's looking okay. All of the Yetis and bowlers are going to go straight for that Town Hall. Wall Wrecker will get that wall down, forcing everything forward. You got to admit, this is a really, really solid start for LP4 moving into this Town Hall 13 raid. Here comes the Ice Golem, and here come the bats from the 9 o'clock side. And you can kind of see the amount of splash damage defense up there. Really, all that's left are those 3 wizard towers. One of them's going to go down to the Ice Golem, and the other one's going to go down to the Royal Champion, which means he's got 2 free spells for this back end Wiz Tower. Now, assuming that the Eagle doesn't lock onto these bats, he should absolutely crush this one here. It's looking solid. He's got 2 freeze. He's going to swag a freeze. Well, actually, I say he's going to swag a freeze. Realistically, he's not going to swag one, but it's looking really strong. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. He is going to swag a freeze. Didn't even need that free spell. The Royal Champion could step up and get it done. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Who knows? But it's looking really strong, and I think this is going to be another 13v13 triple for LP4. And I mean, you got to hand it to LP4. This war, they've come out at the 11v11 game. They've come out at the 12v12 game, and they're dominating right now at the 13v13. And here we go. We've got MetaMinds responding with a 13v13 of their own. Let's see what they can do. Bring in the Queen Charge into the hybrid. Now, let's see what kind of army composition we got going. We got 14 miners, the 12 Hog Riders here, meant to work together to take down this base. Now, this base was previously 1-star. I don't think we watched the raid on this base during this stream. But let's go ahead and see what the attacker has in mind here, starting with the King over by this 9 o'clock side. Now, this King is really just meant to try and grab some buildings out of the way and funnel for the Queen Charge moving in to this 10 o'clock side here. Now, this King is really meant to step up, grab the RC, and then move south. That's the plan. King is probably not going to... Yeah, he's going to move south. There we go. We got a Baby Dragon coming in at this barracks up here, delaying the healers right now. Wants to drop a couple of Coco Loons to step up here and hopefully pull some Seeking Air Mines. Going to freeze the Scatter and Inferno. Very nice placement on that freeze. Going to raise this Queen to make sure that that Scatter and Inferno Tower go down early. And now the enemy King and the enemy CC are going to step up for this Queen. Under rage, the Queen's going to be able to deal with the King with absolutely no issues here, but takes her down to pretty low health. Here come a couple of OP Hog Riders to take down that cannon to help the Queen out just a little bit here. And now she's going to go straight in towards some more damage. We've got the rest of the enemy CC coming out here, which is a bunch more archers and a Lava Hound. Let's see what they can do to get this one done. Now, this Lava Hound, once it pops, the pups are not going to do a whole lot because of that poison spell, grabbing pretty much every single one of the pups. Here comes the second wall break towards the Town Hall. Really nice placement of that wall break. It's going to open up that wall and allow the Queen to get to the Town Hall. But alongside getting to the Town Hall, she also has access to the outside of the base. Could she bounce to the outside, which is not what the attacker wants to see? What is she doing? Queen bounces inside for the bomb tower rather than the external storages. That's a bit of a Queen AI goof there, and now the healers are going to go down. Will the Queen get the Town Hall? It doesn't look like it. And in all honesty, you can't even fault the attacker. What on earth was the Queen doing? She dove directly into the base there and killed herself because there's too much damage. She should have gone for that gold storage or archer tower in front of her, but doesn't. And again, the Queen going down early, and there's not much you can do after that. The hybrid going to move in here. Town Hall doesn't go down, so going to be forced to use the Warden ability over it. Which again, not realistically not the end of the world, but would have liked to use that Warden ability over by the scatter shot. Let's see, everything moving through. Hog Riders are taking a lot of damage here, but those miners still moving through. Warden ability has been popped early for the Town Hall, so we just have the Royal Champion one. But with 2 Inferno Towers left and 44 seconds left to go, I'm not convinced that these troops can get through the base. They're thinning out, and it's going to be another defense. LP4 with another solid defense. What on earth was the Queen doing in that raid? We're going to watch that one back and kind of take a look at what this Queen's doing, because I'm not a fan of what this Queen decides to do here, which is kind of just run off and die. Not ideal at all. Yeah, now this Warden really just going to be trying to pick off some percentage, but not going to go through for him. And that's such a shame, really. You know, there's not much you can do. Queen was not meant to dive into that wall. And there we go. Final seconds are going to tick down. He's going to try and get one more building there. 69%. Can he enter the 69%? He does. Absolute legend. All right. I want to watch that back. Watch what this queen does. Oh, is this Ari going in? Did Ari fail live on my stream? Okay, I gotta yell at him now whenever he gets here. In all honesty, man, Ari just is unlucky with his heroes. That really is just how it be. I'm gonna DM him. Hold on. I'm gonna shoot him a DM. Like, look at this queen. Okay. I'm gonna go back and we're gonna 4 times it here and watch this queen. Okay. Look at what this queen does. She dives in towards this inferno, takes down. Wait, no, this is not the right base, is it? No, it is. Dives in this inferno, takes it down, and then once he opens up the wall here, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Okay, going through just fine. Okay, we got another live popping up. Don't worry, we're gonna check it out in just a second. I wanna highlight this queen here. Okay. So here we go. Queen should go from the air defense. Okay, now she's gonna shoot the expo. Really good stuff. She's gonna get the expo out of the way. There we go. She's gonna get the expo. Now, from here, where should she go? Right now, she should go for this gold storage, or she should go for this archer tower. But no, decides to suicide herself into the middle of the base and get destroyed. Ridiculous. That is crazy. You can't even plan that. And here we go. We got Tosa going in on number 3. Let's see what he can do to Joker here. Bringing in the Sui Dragbat here. Well, every Dragbat is Sui. I don't know what I'm talking about. Did he miss a wall break? No, he didn't. I don't think he was planning on getting that Inferno with the Queen. But clears a couple of buildings in front of it, so we might see a couple of loons come in later. Here we go. We got the Raged Yetis into this Eagle here to take it down. This is a really strong start by Tosa here, getting a lot of value early off in this raid. He's going to get an Expo as well. Nice stuff there. And now we might see these dragons come in straight from this town hall, and I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to see. We might even see a dragon come down over here to start cleaning up these trash buildings. CC does get lured out. It's a lava hound. Doesn't want to make sure that he can lure that one out. And we might see some dragons coming over here. Nope. We're going to see a dragon coming from the top side. Not going to waste a dragon over there. That's probably a smart play. Needs as many dragons as possible. Here come a couple of loons for the Tesla. Here come a couple more loons for the cannon to narrow the path. And here come the dragons straight in from this 12 o'clock side. Now they're going to go straight in for this town hall and then eventually converge together in for the core of the base. We might even see these bats come in from this right side. Oh my. I'm just now seeing the setup that Tosa has made for the bats. They're going to come in from this 3 o'clock side. There's no splash damage, but other in this quadrant of the base. These are the only splash damage defenses that are not going to go down to the dragons. There we go. And here are the bats from the 3 o'clock side. Single Inferno is going to go down just fine. World Champion on defense, not going to do much. He's going to freeze that scatter shot and Wiz Tower compartment. Do the bats get dragged into the tornado? They do. The bats, they got dragged into the tornado. Oh no, it was such a strong start, and I'm such a big fan of the way he went about this. But that tornado trap, luring in the bats, and you got to admit, I think it's just an execution error here. I think the bats were in too early. If the bats get delayed just slightly, just a little bit more, would have gotten this one here. I mean, at least I think so, right? If the dragons could kind of step up a little bit more, tank the scatters, do that a little bit more, he would have gotten that done. But the bats get lured into that tornado and get taken down. And here we go. Dragon's going to step up, get a bit more percentage, but I don't think it's going to increase the percentage on that base. It might actually. Did it increase the percentage? No, it didn't. The percentage on that base was 91%. And right now we're looking at about 6 more raids left to go from LP4. We've got 5 left from MetaMinds. Now, realistically, at this point, LP4, I mean, they've got to fail every single one of their Townhall 13 raids after this one. There we go. Dang, Ari, I just shot Ari a DM. I was like, dude, your queen absolutely hates you. Because in all honesty, I mean, on his raid, it should have gone for the air defense or the storage, but no. Dove straight in the middle and killed herself. But it's fine. You know, it happens. It is what it is. We go with it. We work with it. Here we go. All right, we got another live in from the MetaMinds side. They're going to be going on Jason. Let's see what they're bringing here. We got the Drag Bat. We saw this one go in a bit earlier for... we saw Tosa go in with this one a bit earlier for LP4. Let's see if MetaMinds can get themselves a bit better of a result on Jason's base here. Going to start with the King down at the bottom side by 12 and a Baby Dragon in from the left side. They're going to clear a very nice funnel here for the Dragons that will eventually dive in from, I'm guessing, this side. It would make the most sense. That's where they'd be headed. But we'll see what happens as this raid progresses here. Maybe he's planning on a bit of a deeper Sui and maybe even a Yeti Blimp for the Eagle. We'll see. We got the RC coming in from this top side. That Ice Golem doing some very nice tanking for her. She's going to step up and should grab the air defense. Interesting use of that RC. Not even going to get the shield off. Oh, no. Oh, no. A bit of an execution error there from Kimmy. Not going to go through for him. The RC didn't really get a whole lot of value up there. And now his Dragons have a lot more to do than he had originally anticipated here. But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the raid. He's still got a very good chance at getting this one done. Queen's going to step up, take down the bomb tower. She's going to dive up to the top side and grab another wizard tower. So she's actually doing a very nice job here for the Dragons that will eventually dive into this base. We might actually see a Yeti bomb come in from this top side. The Queen lures the Lava Hound out from the CC, and we're going to see that Lava Hound get lured all the way to the right side. There's the Archer, going to lure that Lava Hound after the Queen goes down here to the scatter. It's also going to lure the Ice Golem to make sure that it doesn't get in the way of the Dragons. Now, the Tornado Trap is going to go off by the Eagle, and the Dragons are going to spread out a little bit, but he's going to Warden Tome with this Blimp. It's going to go in, grab the Town Hall, hopefully, charging straight into a Sweeper here, but... Actually, no, he's not charging into a Sweeper. My apologies. That Town Hall is going to go down to what's ever inside of the Blimp, and that's going to be a Lava Hound with some Super Goblins there. Town Hall will fall, and now it's looking pretty solid. He's gotten most of the splash damage down. Hasn't dropped the bats. Needs to get these bats down in on this single target Inferno. Here come all of the bats straight in from this top side here, and their main goal is to try and help these Dragons out. And I think the bats, a little late on this one, not able to step up and at least maybe do some tanking for the Dragons. All of the Dragons have fallen. And now these bats have to get through all of these defenses. It's going to freeze the single. Ice Golem coming in at this top side. It's all up to the bats. Can they get through these defenses? I don't think so. You got to call it how it is. The bats are too late. The bats didn't get the value that they needed. Kimmy is a she. Okay, Kimmy's a she. She didn't drop those bats in early enough, and so the Dragons died to those singles, which means that this is going to be another defense for LP4. What's up, Essex, by the way? Welcome to the stream. Really nice try, and in all honesty, to get this far with how much her RC got at the beginning of the raid, it's a really nice result. It's definitely a decent 2-star, but again, judging by the score at this point, MetaMinds, they need to see some triples here if they want to win this war. Their 11s and 12s not able to clear, and LP4 just ever so slightly ahead with the Townhall 13 triples as well. And we know this now, MetaMinds realistically need to be 3 triples ahead at Townhall 13 to win this war, at least to get in the same star count. It's going to be tough. It is going to be difficult, that much is for sure. Let's see. Thought I just noticed like stars flashing up, but no, it's just the smoke particles. Dang. It's funny, we saw one Dragbat raid go in from Tosa, who sent in the bats too early and they got caught by the tornado, and this last raid that went in, the bats were too late and the Dragons all died too quickly. It's so crazy how much, like, you know, both strategies would have destroyed the base, but just the bat execution just barely off, just barely. But in all honesty, Tosa is still getting a pretty decent result on that raid, despite the bats going in a little too early there. Actually, let me, hold on one second. Also, we have the chat on this overlay now. You're welcome. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah. They're talking about the last raid that went in. They're like, gotta use those bats. Bats earlier. That's a triple. All day. Again, I try not to show the chat on screen, especially the LP4 chat, because they're very passionate about this game and like to use very passionate language. So... And I try and like maintain, it's so difficult. I try and maintain like a somewhat PG kind of not rating, but just kind of like level. So I don't typically, I won't swear on my stream. I don't advertise swearing and whatnot. Simply because, again, I want people of all ages and people all around the world to be able to watch this war and watch these wars. And here we go. We got Banzilla going in. Let's see what he can get done here. Bring in the Queen Charge Hybrid against this base here. Interesting base design with that double scatter eagle compartment in the core. Going to start by luring the clan castle out with a couple of loons, taking down some mortars as well. We might see the Queen Charge coming from this Town Hall side. Maybe. Is he daring? Here comes the early poison to get things going. Here comes the Queen. 2 loons. Here comes the healers. Here comes the rage spell. Get everything moving. Nice and tidy. Not doing anything. Not panicking. Very calm with the deployment of these troops here. His queen's taking a lot of damage, but she is going to get through the CC troops. Absolutely no issue. Here comes a couple of hog riders to tank for these wall breakers. They don't get the wall. The wall breakers don't open the wall for Banzilla. Oh no. What took them down? What was the splash damage that got them out of the way? It could have just been the Teslas adding up. Not going to get the wall break, which means that this raid is about to get a whole lot harder for Banzilla going into this base here. Queen is going to step up and target the enemy queen, and he's going to have to be forced to pop the ability. Oh, no, he doesn't. He saves the ability. OP stuff there, but again, no way to break into this base, and that single is going to pick away at this queen as she tries and runs through. Going to be forced to freeze it there. Might just opt in to let the queen die here, and that's looking like what he's going to do here. He's just going to kind of let the queen walk south and go for a plan B. Here comes the siege barracks in. Here come all of the miners and all the hogs straight in towards this town hall. No messing about. That siege barracks P.E.K.K.A. going to be able to step up, grab that whiz tower, and create a very nice narrow funnel for all of the troops to dive straight in towards this town hall. Now, we're not actually seeing that warden ability pop just yet. Pops it now. All of the hog riders and all the troops going to be captured by that warden ability there. Has some sneaky goblins out of the siege barracks. Interesting. Are we going to see those mainly just step up and grab some buildings out of the way? I don't understand the sneaky goblins inside the siege barracks there. Here we go. Going to keep freezing those scatter shots. The freeze value on those scatter shots is huge. And even with a failed wall break, this is looking really strong for Banzilla here. World Champion ability still is in hand. She's not going to go up towards the top side. The queen has gone down. The healers transition to the miners. Well, the only healer that's left alive transitions to the miners. It's looking really, really strong. Oh, no. Our LP4 about to get themselves another triple. Pop in the RC ability. Gets the Inferno down. Do these miners have enough? The miners surely have enough. 42 seconds left to go. A couple of defenses remaining. There's plenty of miners. It really is just going to come down to time. But at this point, I don't think it matters. No more buildings on the left side standing. RC is still going to go down. But the miners are going to take down this base. Really nice plan here by Banzilla. And despite it not going well, despite not getting the wall break, adjusts, makes the correct adjustments, and picks up the triple for LP4. Quits out of the raid. Knows he's got himself a triple. And that is a big GG for Banzilla, getting them up to 5 for 13. And I think with that, it's going to be a win for LP4, if I'm not correct. 5 for 13, even if Banzilla, or even if MetaMinds go through and get themselves 5 for 5 at Town Hall 13, they're not going to have their percentage, I don't think, right? Realistically, they don't have the... Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. MetaMinds still have the percentage. They still have the chance to go through and get this win. But all it takes is for LP4 to hit one more triple, and the war is over. Wow. Because realistically, when you think about it, if LP4 hits another triple, that's going to put them at 6 for 15, which means that MetaMinds would have to, again, they have to get 3 more triples because they were not able to clear the 11s and the 12s. Which is surprising, and I think it's just a testament to the LP4 base building. Some of the base builders over there are OP, and they're able to go through and get it done for them. Now, final 30 minutes are remaining. We've got 5 hits from both sides. It's going to be a very intense finish. Now, let's see what we've got going. Getting added in something. Let's see. Looking like Tosa is going to be hitting number 5. There we go. He's going in. Let's see what he's got. Tosa going to be bringing in the drag bat for a second time. Let's see if he can correct previous mistakes in the last raid and get those bats in on time. But again, this could be a completely different plan. We might not see the bats anywhere near the dragons to get dragged into that tornado. But let's see what we've got going here. Ice Golem is going to go in at this 6 o'clock side with the Royal Champion. And now they're going to grab some really nice value stepping up into this this section of defenses here. We just had a follow over on Twitch. Atif, thank you so much for the follow. over there. We had the Ice Golem pop. World Champion's going to step up and grab these defenses, get them out of the way. Will she have enough to get through this air defense? She does, but not going to be enough for the Wiz Tower. I don't know if Tosa was trying to grab the Wiz Tower with her or not, but not going to go through. Queen's on this right side of the base, and now she's going to clear through and take down a couple more buildings. This is a fresh hit, so we're going to be seeing a couple of things that the attacker didn't expect. We saw a couple of Teslas down over at that right side over by 3, but now we're going to see the Dragons come in from the opposite side of the Town Hall. Again, LP4 can be a little bit risky here with some of these raids with the lead that they currently have. They can be risky for the biscuit at the moment. They are ahead, and here we go. All the Dragons diving in to this bottom side, and I would have argued, what if E-Dragons would have been the better play for this one? Maybe so. Who knows? Here we go. We've got the Blimp going in with all of the Dragons. Going to pop that Warden Tome ability over the Blimp to keep it going. The Blimp's going to get caught in the tornado. Not ideal here. Might even opt in to freeze the scatter. No, being very patient. Not freaking out. Yeah, he does freeze the scatter and the Inferno to allow that Blimp to push in towards the Town Hall. And here come the Bats from the right side here to do a bit of support. Going to freeze that Wiz Tower. Super Goblin's going to come out of the Town Hall. We've got that Dragon tanking. 3 Ice Golems coming out of the CC. Going to drop that King over there at the right side to lure those Ice Golems away from the core of the base. We still have an Inferno Tower down. No free spells, though, for these Bats. And they're going to go down to the Wiz Tower. It's really close, but I don't think it's going to happen for Tosa. No, it was such a good plan. But again, that Tornado Trap in the core of the base really slowing some things down and not going through for him. Colder Bucket, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream over on Twitch. Hope you're having a good day today. Welcome. We're doing a bit of LP4 versus MetaMinds CWL Gladiator showdown stuff here. It's pretty awesome stuff. And yeah, it is going to be a defense for MetaMinds here, but at the same time, we're looking at a high 90, or not a high 90, an upper 90 raid for Tosa here. Hold on 1 second. And there we go. King's going to step up, get taken down by the enemy queen. But again, Tosa going to be looking for as much percentage as possible. Can he get this elixir storage? Is it possible? It's looking like it. What's happening? This is the CWL Gladiator Week 9 war between LP4 and MetaMinds. Final 2 hours of this war we've been streaming. Saw a bunch of Town Hall 12 and 13 hits so far. We got a live. No time to continue watching this raid here. We got a live from MetaMinds. Here we go. I know the strategy. Oh, no. Nope. Hold on. There we go. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I almost completely burnt Tosa's base. Don't worry about it. Here we go. And we're back. Perfect. Pro streamer. All right, here we go. We got MetaMinds going in here. Let's see if they can get themselves a 13v13 triple. Realistically, they need it to win this war. If they fail this, the war is over. What's up, Ari? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful day, dude. Man, we saw your hit live on stream, and it was terrible, dude. Like, honest, not terrible in the sense of you didn't do well, but it's just like the AI was not in your favor today at all. Didn't happen for you, but let's see if they can get themselves a triple. Going to start with that jump spell into the Town Hall. Did we see this raid go in earlier this stream? I think we might have seen this base get hit earlier. We've got the Quad Quake for the Yetis that are going to be diving into this base here. Here comes the Yetis with the P.E.K.K.A. Queen is going through with the bowlers. Now, will we see this King on the left side here to make this funnel? We might. Everything going to step in fairly nicely. There's the King over on the left side there. Let's see what he can do. Everything's stepping up. Going to pop that Warden once the Town Hall activates to save all those bowlers. Quad Quake in the core to make sure that he's getting the base open for the Yetis that are going to dive in here. King's doing some nice funneling on the left side here. Let's see what he can get done. Could I friend you? I currently don't put people on my friends list just mainly because it fills up so quickly. Most of the time it's full. But yeah, anyways, diving back into this raid here. Let's see. Queen's going to step up. I think this one was fairly close. Last time it was a time fail. We got the Siege Barracks coming in from this top side. We're going to see the Hog Riders come out for that single at the top. Queen, World Champion, and the King are working their way along this bottom side here. And those Hogs will step up and take down the single because, at least I think they'll take down the single. Everything's moving through. Looking pretty good. RC and the Queen ability is still alive. This is looking fairly solid. I think MetaMinds are about to secure themselves a triple if those Hogs can get the Inferno, and they do. I don't think they're going to have enough to get to the bomb tower there. They might, just barely. Yeah, just barely. They're going to get the bomb tower, but that's all the Hogs needed to do. Their main goal was to get rid of that Inferno. We're going to see that RC ability popped because she was locked onto by the Inferno there. And this is looking like a MetaMinds triple. Exactly what they need here. Again, this war is still... I mean, they still have a chance to win this one here. It is fairly close, don't get me wrong. But MetaMinds still have a fighting chance here, especially with securing another 13v13 triple. But you got to admit, the 11s and 12s for MetaMinds not really doing them the best here. Kind of putting them in a bit of an awkward position going into the 13v13 game. And let's see, do they have a chance to win this one here? Do they have a chance to come back? We're looking at 4 raids left to go. Nothing but Townhall 13 raids. We've got... I wish these stats would update faster, man. If only the stats, man, were like minute refresh rate, it would be so amazing. Honestly, I would absolutely love it. Let's see. $23 minutes left to go. 3 hits from MetaMinds, 4 hits from LP4. Realistically, all LP4 have to do is get 1 more triple. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. I will take a brief intermission. I will be back in about 30 seconds time. Let's hope I don't miss a live, but I will be back in just a second. And we are back with a live from Ked straight away. Not even let me take a break. Goodness gracious. He's going for it here. Bringing the drag bat here. I think we saw this base get hit a little bit earlier. Maybe. I'm not sure. Is JG still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming, bro. I'm still here. Don't you worry. I'm still live. Just had to take a brief intermission there. And let's see how this Sui's going. Doesn't get the scatter shot with the queen. I think that was the goal there. But not the end of the world just yet. Ked's still moving through here. Can he get any more value with this RC? He's not going to. Yikes, that RC got annihilated there and didn't get the value he wanted. And here come all of the dragons piling in towards this cannon. Warden is following closely behind. Black Bomb takes down one of the dragons early. We're going to see that Warden ability used right as the blimp gets out of range of the Warden. We're going to see a rage spell to power those dragons through. That Warden ability is super strong for getting through the core of bases and have taken them down. We're going to see those dragons and loons path towards this town hall. He didn't rage them. The rage was a little late there. Will he get this town hall down? It looks like he might, just barely. It's going to be close. He does barely get the town hall now with 3 free spells and not a whole lot of dragons left. Can he get through the rest of his base? The splash damage right now is going to add up fairly quickly. We're going to see those bats get taken down by the scatter. Going to freeze the scatter and the whiz tower. Nice placement of that freeze. Has to freeze them again. Misses the scatter with the freeze. It's not going to matter though. He's looking okay. Uses that second freeze a bit too early there. And that might cost him here. In all honesty, that late rage in the core, not getting that town hall down fast enough. Dang. Just barely missed it. Shoot. Nice try there, but not going to go through for him. Just barely not going through as well. Dang. You got to hand it to him. The plan was there, but the Sui value just wasn't. That scatter shot did not go down. RC didn't set as strong of a funnel as he wanted. Maybe it did. But in all honesty, it didn't look like it. And the Dragons almost powered through and got it done for him. And here we go. The final 20 minutes are underway. We got Kimmy going in. Can she get herself a triple here on Elliot's base? I've seen this base before, and I've seen it tripled with this exact same strategy. So let's see what Kimmy's plan is here. Maybe Elliot's changed around some traps. We don't know that. He could have changed everything around. Who knows? But here we go. RC is going to step up, grab a couple of buildings, and get them out of the way and set a very nice funnel for the E-Dragons that will eventually pile straight in for this town hall. The heroes making a really good job of making a really good funnel, doing a really good job there. And now we got the Slammer coming in. We got the Loons coming in with the E-Dragons shortly behind. We got 2 up at the top side there to do a bit more funneling. And here go the rest. Now those Loons in the front, mainly there to try and grab some Seeking Air Mines, get them out of the way. Let's see what we got going. Oh man, the E-Dragon is going to eat Seeking Air Mine there and go down early. Warden ability over this town hall, but it's a bit too late. All the Loons are down, so they're not able to push through a bit more to get it done. Let's see what we got going. Those dragons still pushing through, though. Still has a rage spell, so we might see that get used for this pack of dragons over here. They've kind of split up into 2 groups now, which isn't ideal, but saving the rage spell, wants to rage up through that air defense there. Let's see. Oh, no. Dragons are going down left and right, and those 2 scatters laying down fire into these E-dragons, and they're going to get slowed down. And now I don't think the bats have enough to get through the rest of the base. There's just a bit too much freeze. And again, we're seeing the late bats a second time. We saw her hit this. We saw her use the same strategy before, and the bats came in really late. Which, in all honesty, I don't think it would have mattered there. I think even sending in the bats a bit earlier wouldn't have done it. But again, it's just not going to be enough. And it is going to be a defense for LP4 here. And with that, it's going to be the win. Really, really nice try here by MetaMinds. They brought it their all, but you got to admit, their 11s and 12s coming just a little bit short there. They missed 2 bases at Townhall 12 and 1 at Townhall 11. And in all honesty, having a good weight or having a good score already to bounce off of at your Townhall 13 game is crucial to winning these mixed breakdown wars. You got to make sure that you're clearing the 11s, and you got to make sure that you're clearing the 12s. Let's see. What's up, Boss Killer? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Because for those of you who don't know, CWL Gladiator is a non-dip league. Now, what that means is that a Town Hall 12 cannot hit a Town Hall 11. Town Hall 13s cannot hit Town Hall 12s. You have to hit your Town Hall level or higher. There's no going any lower, which makes the wars even harder. And but at that point, I believe it's a win for LP4, right? Am I wrong there? Because LP4 right now, do they have a base? Yeah, they haven't even hit a base yet. So all they have to do is just 3-star that base, and it's over, because all the other bases from the MetaMinds side have been hit. There's only a couple more bases left to go. Now, what's their percentage at right now? 84%, 69, 86, 73, 95. So they might hit the 73 and the 84%, maybe. I'm not sure, but again, I don't think it's going to be enough to beat LP4 here. How are they looking on overall destruction? Yeah, LP4 are going to exceed their overall destruction, and it's going to be a win, I think. I mean, right now it's a bit too early to call it, but judging by the overall destruction right now, it's just only going to go up a little bit. So LP4 coming in with the win for this war, but we're going to go ahead and wait until we see all of these attacks roll in and see if we can see some awesome triples from both MetaMinds and LP4. What's up, Sean? How you doing, man? Sean the Human Official. Oh, snap. Very, very official, guys. It's important to take note of. Let's see. We got Mara Jade over on Trovo. Thank you so much for popping by, Mara. Hope you're having a fantastic day. For those of you who don't know, we're also streaming live on Trovo. For anyone who wants to pop over there, here is the links for that. We do have a live coming in from MetaMinds. Let's see what they can do. Are they bringing the same strategy for this base? They are. Now, let's see if they decide to change some things up. Let's see if they're looking for the earlier bats to go in to try and get this one done. Your friend switched your name to that. You were I lag a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you, dude. What's up? Welcome back to the streams. Hope you're having a wonderful day. All right. Now, let's see what we got going. RC is going to step up here, take down a couple of buildings, get them out of the way. Start by setting a very nice funnel for the dragons eventually going through. It's going to get a little bit of damage in on these expos too. Will it get one of them down? Just barely misses one of them. But he's got a very nice funnel already established for the dragons. We're going to see that queen come in to do a bit more damage here and clearing out this side. Oh dear, I've missed this commentary. You know it, man. Some of the best commentary in the game. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, I try and provide the best commentary I possibly can, because it's all about it. If you got good commentary and you've got excitement for these wars, they're going to be more exciting. That's the bottom line here. And let's see. Is this queen going to step up and grab the eagle? It's looking like it. So he's changed up the plan ever so slightly here. That queen's going to step up and grab the eagle, and he's hoping that she can also grab this cannon, because if the cannon goes down, it's going to be a lot tighter of a funnel for the dragons, but it's looking like this queen's just going to step up and take down the hound. Hopefully the queen goes down. Before she does that, a wizard comes in to help her out. That might not have been the play. Hound needs to stay up. It does. Thankfully, the hound does not go down there. Now, let's see. Here come all of the dragons in from this 8 o'clock side, and they're going to dive straight in towards this base. That cannon's going to mess everything up. Everything's going to pass to the cannon, but then eventually it's going to path in. So maybe it's not that big a deal, but it's going to spread things out just a little bit more than he would like here. Here comes the rage spell. Dragons are going to eat a couple of Seeking Air Mines, but not the end of the world. Here's the early Warden Tome to try and force that blimp into the Town Hall compartment, and this is already looking pretty solid here. We might see these bats come in actually right right about now would be the ideal time to get those in. And here they are, bats coming in from this 12 o'clock side. We're seeing those bats in straight away on this base, which is exactly what the attacker needs to do. And that's going to tank that single target Inferno. It's going to tank both of the Expos, as well as move through and take them out. Lava Hounds at the other side of the base, not going to do anything. Dragons are moving through here. It's going to freeze this Inferno Tower. He has an extra freeze spell, going to probably freeze the Wiz Tower again. There it is. And this is looking like it's going to be a 3-star. There it is. That's the 3-star that MetaMinds were looking for. Really, really nice hit. And in all honesty, you got to hand it to the attacker here. Decided to go in a bit earlier with the bats, changed up the plan from the previous hit, and got this one done. And the reason it's crucial to go in a bit earlier sometimes with the bats is to not only go in and take down the defenses, but also to tank. My voice is breaking on me. But it's also to tank for the dragons moving into the backside of the base. Very nice hit here. The Lava Hound's going to pop. It's not going to do anything. Is it time? Don't time fail me. It's going to be a time fail, isn't it? It's going to be a time fail. No, don't time fail. No. Come on, man. So close. Doesn't get it done. That's ridiculous. He so had that in the bag. Half a second more, that would have been a triple. Wow. What's up, Commander? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Dang, that is unfortunate. That should have been a triple. Just a bit unlucky there. And that is going to be another defense for LP4. Man, I would have liked to see them triple again. Mara flexing some of those Trovo emotes there. Fantastic stuff. Tough break. Yeah, honestly, I mean, you got to hand it. I mean, he had that triple. That was in his grasp. Should have had that one. And here we go. We got Ked going in on number 7. Fresh base. Let's see what they've got going for this one. What's the plan? We got a Sui Lalo for this one. We got an Electron as well. So we're going to see these heroes kind of push into the base just a little bit, not a whole lot, and kind of clear the way for the Electron to dive into the middle. And I'm guessing he's trying to aim for those 2 scatters with the Electron eventually. Here comes the Sui RC at this bottom side to deal with this scatter. Should have no problem stepping up and getting it down. I'm going to pop the ability early just to get the early damage in. And there we go. First scatter will go down. Can the RC get this Archer Tower? She will. Couple of cleanup minions going straight in behind. Queen's still diving through. Has already used her ability, so she's going to go down. But now you can kind of see where exactly that Electron's going to go straight in. Might even switch to a Slammer here. Nope, opts in for the Blimp. I would have switched to a Slammer if I'm honest. Might have been a better idea there, but that Blimp is going to go straight over that Eagle. He's going to pop the Rage, pop the Poison, pop the Clone Spell, and everything's going to go diving out. Going to freeze that Scatter Shot and Inferno Tower. Now needs the Electro Dragon to go for the Queen here. He's not going for the Queen. Freezes the Air Defense. That's a good play. And now he's going to get the Queen and the Air Defense. No, he doesn't get the Air Defense. Never mind. I thought he would get the Air Defense. I got hyped, but he didn't. Just barely going to miss it. And here comes the Lalo straight in from this side of the Air Defense. And actually, that might not have been the play there. No, actually it is. Never mind. I see the pathing for the Lalo now. And here comes the Lalo straight in from this 11 o'clock side. And now they're going to slowly wrap around the base in a clockwise motion. We got those 2 full-size Lava Hounds kind of just sitting on that Town Hall, not even bothered by anything at this point. Sweeper's going to push him around a little bit, sure, but at the same time, it's just not a whole lot. And you got to admit, the setup for this Lalo is pretty solid. Going to pop that Warden right when all the loons wander in. And now he's got those loons on the outside defense there, has a free spell and a haste, has 7 loons in the pocket as well. Is he going to try and swag these loons? Knowing Ked, he's not going to swag the loons. He's just going to try and 3-star here. The Warden actually tanks for the scatter. Haste the loons to the scatter. Doesn't haste the loons into the scatter. Haste the loons to the outside. I don't know about that one. I might have hasted the loons into the scatter there. But still moving through. All of the loons have gone down. Still has a full-size Lava Hound kind of trailing these loons. The Warden's going to tank for the scatter. Again, I would have hasted those loons into the scatter because now that scatter is going to rain some fire down on these loons and possibly take him out here. Oh no. It's going to be so close, but the scatter stays alive, which means that it's going to be a defense. Really nice try by Ked on this fresh hit here. But again, I think those hasted loons into the scatter would have been a better play. Nice try there. But again, I gotta shout it out now for all the people who are watching. I am armchair coaching in every single one of my streams, which basically means that, hey, I'm going to talk about the little things that he could have done different to maybe do better. It's not so much me saying that the attacker is bad and he should have done this. It's more of me going, maybe if he did this, would have gotten the triple. It adds to the excitement of the commentary. That's what I go for. And yeah, it's going to end it at 94%. And for a fresh hit, that is not bad at all. But again, had those loons possibly been hasted into the scatter shot there as it was frozen, might have been able to step up and take it down and allow the Lalo to push through the rest of the base there. Nice try by Ked, and we got another hit going in from MetaMinds. 9 minutes remaining. We got a couple more hits left to go. Another LP4 hit going in straight after. Let's see how this one's looking. Once we know the confirmed result of this hit, whether or not it's a triple or a defense, we'll switch straight over to the other live. Here comes the king from the right, or from the left side by 6, setting a nice funnel. Queen is on the right. She's going to be dealing with a couple of buildings and then eventually walk in for the town hall. Royal champion stepping up for that scatter, getting it out of the way. Queen's forced to burn her ability here. Wanted to save that for the town hall, but not the end of the world. And you got to admit, this setup's pretty good. What is the king doing? King decides to abandon his funneling job and go straight for the queen, which is going to definitely hurt this raid later on. Those miners are going to peel to the outside. King's now banging a storage, or banging a wall to get to a storage. He's going to end it. Ends the raid because the queen went down, knows that he's not able to go through, and I think that's just try and let his other clanmate go in and attack that base. We got Elliot going in for LP4. Can he get them another triple, securing their lead even further? Again, we know LP4 at this point have secured the victory based upon MetaMinds attacks. But let's see if they can secure their lead even more with some more fantastic hits. Now, we've got Elliot coming in here. He did get the triple on the final Town Hall 12. We saw that earlier this war. A 200 IQ wall breaker coming in here to open up the wall into the Inferno. Let's see if he can do something similar with this raid. Bringing in the hybrid. Queen's going to step up, take down the ice golems, run through the rest of this base, and we might see that hybrid go straight in towards this town hall, judging by where the king was dropped. Now, we do have a siege barracks for this raid, so we might even see the siege barracks coming from this top side to keep forcing the miners into the base here. Queen will step up and dive straight in towards the base, and now the queen is going to work in tandem with the hybrid, and the healers might even switch over to the hybrid here. But it's not likely. That queen taking a lot of damage there, so he's going to be just fine. Pops the warden ability to dive through. Now this queen going to step up, grabs the eagle, and as long as this expo goes down, before the eagle goes down, queen's going to walk right, and she does. She's going to go for that sweeper. Oh, she doesn't. Never mind. She completely ignores what I just said, goes for the elixir storage, and now goes for the sweeper, and now she should... Nope, she doesn't retarget still. Pops the ability, get her moving, rages the miners. That's a smart play. The queen really is just going to have to bang some walls and will actually eventually die to the Inferno. Scattershot takes down about 8 miners in one shot. Not ideal there. So he loses a bunch of miners early, and now you got to admit it was looking good. But that scattershot ending the raid in its tracks. Still has a chance. World champion ability still in hand. But with that single still alive, it's going to make the job a whole lot harder. World champion will take down the scatter. Hogs will step up and grab the bomb tower, whiz tower, but I don't think he's got enough. I think it's going to be really close, but it's going to be a defense. But again, at this point, the result is in. It's going to be an LP4 win. We're just here to watch these raids go through. Do we have another live going in? We don't. One more raid left to go for LP4. Who's the final attacker for LP4? We've got Elliot going in with a second raid. He's got 2 last-minute hits. What a legend. Going in with 2 final second hits here for the LP4 war. And again, it is going to be an LP4 war. MetaMinds securing the 1-1-1 war result there. And yeah, just a tough break at the 11s game, tough break at the 12s game, and an even tougher break at the 13s game. LP4 coming out with some fantastic triples of their own. We're looking at LP4 being 6 for 18, if I'm correct. Maybe 6 for 19. I could be completely wrong here. I'm not sure. Yeah, looking like 6 for 9. Well, actually, it might be 5 for 20. Again, I'm not sure based upon the stats right now. They are a little bit behind, which is the only downside to the ones that I've got right now. This whole board that works is that the stats are just a tad bit behind in these wars, which, you know, again, there's not much you can do about that. That's just the Supercell API refresh rate, which I'm going to, if I had a say in anything, I'd be like, hey, if you guys are going to work on any kind of update, just like up the API refresh rate, please. So like these stats and these kinds of overlays are consistent. All right. 1 second, checking a couple of things right now. Man, King of Noose not able to win that war, that our CWL war. We got 5 minutes left to go. Elliot planning his next hit. Let's see what he can do here. I'm excited to see what Elliot can pull in for us. Can he get the second triple? 1 second, gotta just unload off of this village real quick. There we go. There we go. Sweet. Alrighty. 5 minutes to go. 1 hit remaining. LP4 victorious, but can they end at 116 or will they end at 115? And look at the overall destruction. 98.78 for LP4. The base that they haven't cleared, what's the percentage? We got a 91, we got a 94, we got an 89, and we have a 93. We also have another 84. So they've been going crazy with, I mean, you got to admit, even though they haven't cleared all the 13s, they're still looking at a crazy overall destruction. What's up, Pate? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right. All right, Elliot. Let's see if we can get yourself an OP triple. Was an absolute hero at 12v12. I think he got himself a 6-pack. Yeah, got himself a 6-pack at 12v12. What a legend. See if he can get himself a Townhall 13 triple. Oh boy, my voice it's dying on me. It's gone. I don't know if you guys can hear it. After, like, I can do like 2.5, 3 hours, but if I try and keep this energy for more than that, I just collapse. I'm just dead. That's why, like, I give huge props to the people who can do those like 24-hour streams. No way I could ever do that. Like, I would die. I would get so hungry all the time. Like, it'd be so terrible. Well, on the bright side of losing the previous war, we did 6-pack. We had Secura get a 6-pack. So hopefully this can be the war where we come in and get some good hits in. Need to learn from Adam. Drink orange. Yeah, I really should drink some orange juice, but in all honesty, I just don't have any right now. Elliot is OP, absolutely. Elliot is he's hit himself some pretty good triples this stream and this war. In all honesty. All right, any second now, and Elliot should go in. Let's see what he's doing. Come on, Elliot. You got 2 minutes. Go for it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to rush him. He can do whatever he wants at this point. He's deserved it. Yeah, LP4 coming out with another impressive win here. LP4, again, I gotta throw it out there. They have not ended with less than 115 stars so far in Gladiator. In the 9 weeks that they've been at this, they have ended with over 115 stars. Not only that, over 99% overall destruction. So, who knows? All those gems for a swag hit. Were you attacking this war? Were you an account in this war, Commander? Let's see what he's got going. Oh wait, does Elliot not have an army trained up? No, that would be a meme. Oh boy, it's like 2 minutes. I don't have an army, guys. No, so LP4 could end with a 99% overall destruction if they get a triple. If they triple their lowest base, which I think is an 84, which is insane. The fact that their lowest base is an 84% 2-star. Who hit this one before? Ket hit this one. Was this the Lalo? No, this was the Dragons. What went wrong with this one? What was the thing that was different? Oh, the Queen didn't get the scatter, right? Yeah, she went to the outside storage. So had the Queen got the scatter and the air defense, might be different. So who knows? Might be looking to replicate that attack, but actually get the air defense. Here we go. Final minute. Will they swag a hit? Will Elliot be an absolute OP legend and just swag his hit because he can? Probably not, but it'd be funny. Let's see what he decides to do here. And, you know, I don't want to blame it on the 11s or 12s for MetaMinds here, but it's super, super crucial that your 11s and 12s can actually clear all of the bases, so that way you have scouts for your 13v13s. Not only that, but also so you're actually able to, you know, go into it with a better mindset. Because, like, going into the 13v13 game knowing that you might not clear 12s, it's discouraging. It's tough. Same with 11s. Like, they missed an 11, they missed 2 12s, which is big time. That's 3 triples that they now have to compensate for at the 13v13 game, which is a lot. That's a lot of triples, especially with only having 10 13s in the war, which means that, hey, if LP4 come out and hit 5 triples, you're going to have to hit 8 to be tied with them. So they would have had to be, like, near perfect at 13v13, which is tough. It's really difficult. We've seen a lot of raids get very, very close, and some just barely not go through. There's the updated stats on the screen for you. And LP4 slightly ahead. Is he going to swag a hit? He swagged his hit. What a legend! He swagged his hit. I didn't think he would do it, but he did it. That is going to be the win for LP4 against MetaMinds in the CWL Gladiator, where Elliot with the swag hit at the end. Is he going to get yelled at? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Oh my gosh. He did. I don't think he meant to. He's going to swag a hit for the war. OP war by Elliot there. Getting himself a 6-pack at 12. Securing a nice 2-star on a base and then swagging a hit. Nice stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it for me this war. Huge shout out to LP4 and MetaMinds for letting me stream this one. It was an action-packed ending. Huge shout out to LP4. That's going to put them at 7 for 2 in CWL Gladiator. That's going to do it for me. Again, I want to shout out some of the people who dropped by this stream. Oops, wrong screen. There we go. We had Clash of Styles come in with the raid. We had Fire Gang come in with the raid. And, of course, we had your boy Techo come in with a couple of gifted subs. Putting him on that overlay down there. He's going to sit there for the rest of this week. So, huge shout out to him. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later. See ya. We'll go ahead and raid Nanka while we're at it. She's doing some NDL promotions here. She's showing off the clans that are getting accepted into Season 7. So let's go ahead and join her over on Twitch.